Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas. I actually did get copyright striked on the last time I did this, so apparently my singing is so goddamn good they actually had a copyright claim on my musicalness to start a stream. That being said, what is up, what is good, everyone? Tokyo Ghoul Read Through Reaction Part 11. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. It's your host with the most, Griever, as always. And we're going to do our 10-minute runoff time, and then we're going to start to get into some Tokyo Ghoul read-through. I did make the thumbnail saying we were going to get to the end because Mist thinks I could quite easily get to the end. I'm going to assume there's a lot of imagery and a lot of they fight chapters in the last 20. There's 20 chapters left. It ends at chapter 179. We're starting at 159. I said, look, man, I said, sometimes I only get to 11 chapters if there's a shit ton of topic about, and I assume that the ending of the series is going to be, I'm going to sit here and babble and go on tangents for 30 minutes. But Mist assured me that he thinks that I could do it in a, not a, like a super long stream, but like longer than average stream. I should be able to finish the whole series. He doesn't think I should split it up into 2 separate streams. So hopefully, assuming he was correct, and I don't get too bored of this shit, or I don't drop the series at the very end. At this point, there's no reason to drop the series, even if something fucking happens that I despise at like 5 chapters from here. There's only 15 chapters after that left, and then it'll be like, alright, well, might as well just finish this fucking shit show, you know? But yeah, so, yeah, you know what, it came in a good time. It came in a good time because, of course, we're right around the corner from the holiday season. I just got my tree. Even with my broken foot. I had my mother, my father, and my brother, you know, they used my truck for it, but we got all 3 family Christmas trees in the 3 separate households and stuff, so it's all good and stuff, and we're right around the corner from that shit. So there's going to be Fridays where I'm going to be busy and stuff, and I'm not going to be able to necessarily, I know I've skipped these quite a few times around that, and that's probably why the view count has gone down, because I haven't been consistent with the series. But in the new year, we're going to be jumping back on the Friday night stream hype set of a read-through, and this time it's going to be Kengan. I played around with the idea of Berserk, and I also played around with the idea of Hunter x Hunter. And I was told against doing both of those. for a multitude of reasons by multiple people, I was told, no, probably not a great idea. So we're going to go with Kengan, which is a series that I've heard good things about, I've heard good art about, and I've never really read a thing about. I just heard good things, but I haven't been spoiled like you know, on crazy, this character dies and that's the big thing or anything, right? So yeah. But anyways, you know what's really funny, you know what makes me laugh is, maybe it's cause it's Friday night, maybe that's the wrong time to do streams, because everybody is just enjoying their weekend. Like, I like to enjoy my Friday night, you know, as you guys know, have a beer, you know. But what's funny is, I do an actual focus stream. Tokyo Ghoul read-through. So you'd think that people would be like, okay, what's he reading? Like, I like Tokyo Ghoul, it's a popular series, let's check in. Surprisingly, I did a stream like the other night, and it was just me chilling. It was just me chilling down here, you know, with a broken foot, hopped up on painkillers, and so I probably made a total ass of myself. I don't remember much. It was like a 4-hour stream, so there was a lot. I know we talked about a multitude of things. I think we had a really good time. I remember doing setups. I promised if I got 5 thumbs up, I'd do setups, and I did setups and stuff. One of those type of streams, just goofing off and fucking around. But that stream did extremely well. And that was just a no-nonsense. That was, we're just here, let's see what the fuck people want to talk about. You know, and it's sort of funny that now I've always wanted to do those type of streams, and it's sort of flipped on its head. Now when I do a focus stream, it's like, why aren't I just here like, hey, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? With no actual rhyme or reason to the stream. Those are the streams that are the funnest, because you can just move on to, hey, let's talk about One Piece. Hey, let's talk about Bleach. Hey, let's talk about the movies. Hey, let's talk about the weather. You can do whatever you want on those streams. They don't need to be focused. People aren't on you. Hey, that's a tangent about Bleach. We're talking about Shaman King. Let's get back to Shaman King. You know, like, people aren't at you in the chat about that shit. But it's kind of funny that it's turned in reverse, and I'm not... I don't even have 1,000... I don't even have 800 subscribers, and it's funny how I've got to that point where those streams seem to be popular. People seem to enjoy them. You know, so that's good to know. It's good to know for the future. Because I'm not saying that I'm not going to stream until the new year. That's not what's going to happen. But when I'm done here, when I'm done with Tokyo Ghoul Re, we're probably not going to start the new read-through streams until after New Year's, until the new year. We probably will have streams, just not a read-through one like this on a schedule of Friday, so necessarily. But yeah. So, anyways, don't really know what else to really talk about. As I said, these streams are sort of unpopular at this point. Yeah, unpopular is the right word. It's not that people dislike them, it's that people don't really watch them. I don't think a lot of people really... people enjoyed Tokyo Ghoul 1. But Tokyo Ghoul Re, I noticed the decline once I started, and it never really went away. So, I'm sort of glad that we're sort of ending it, you know? And this week's pretty easy for me. I gotta make one review for Jujutsu Kaisen. There's no One Piece. Ayakashi Triangle comes out on Sunday. I make a 10-minute review for that, and I'm sort of off the hook. Because I've been very busy. My foot is very sore. It's pain in the ass coming up and down the stairs. So it's just nice and easy for me to, you know, do that sort of thing. Anyways, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Nobody's really jumped in here. As I said, I think maybe sometimes Friday nights are bad nights to do it, because a random Wednesday and everybody seems to be available and bored and wants to join in. Everybody has plans on Friday night, or everybody's doing stuff Friday night. So, but anyways, we can just start. We'll check back with the chat in a couple of chapters and just go from there. For those of you reading along, we're reading on viz.com. And we're reading at the start of chapter 159 entitled S. And we have Rise, who I've always called Rise, even though it's like Riez or whatever, and Kaneki. On this like very, very Japanese like a water temple shrine from like Kenshin or Inuyasha sort of idea. The idea that this is like their purgatory in a way or something like that. I've seen this sort of imagery before, but yeah, they have the shrine lanterns surrounded by the water, the old tatama flooring and hardwood flooring and stuff. So yeah, so they're laying there. They're at the beginning of chapter 159. So let's see. Do you remember when we first met? Okay. When our paths crossed under those steel beams. This is true. It's my worst memory. Look, the people we killed are filling the ocean. We'll never have to worry about being hungry as long as we stay here. I still, yeah, anyways, the whole steel beam thing, the whole get-go from this entire thing, why is Rise's Kagune so fucking important? Like, did they ever really, did I forget that? Did they ever really explain? Like, I know Rise was part of, like, the Washu family or whatever, or something like that. She was somebody important. But, like, why was hers so vital to Kano's research in comparison to others? You know what I mean? I don't think I ever really got a good reason for that. And if we did, I forget it. But yeah. So let's see. You won't even look, will you? I understand. You don't care if somebody dies. You're reckless. I can tell. Because I am too. I didn't care what I trampled on, as long as I could get out of that house. In that house, only the chosen were treated well. Oh, that's right, she was in the... Right. Blood was the most important thing. I had pure ghoul blood. So in that house, I was inferior. They said the more human you had, the better you were. Odd, don't you think? Becoming a seedbed A birthing machine. That was my future. Oh, that's right. She had pure ghoul blood, so maybe that's why the Countess research could manufacture all these one-eyeds and all this shit. Yeah. I believe they did explain it. I just wasn't paying enough attention. So yeah. I escaped because the thought of it made me sick. So she was basically, like, she was set up to be a brood mother this entire time. That's kind of crazy. I escaped because the thought of it made me sick. I used him to get out of there. But I was still divvied up and confined in small coffins. Ah, Jesus. Their Kakua are, they're all yours. And you consume them all. That's why we're here. Ah, there we go. I was in pieces, but now you and I are one. That's why all those people died. I didn't know this would happen. Oh, so if you're ignorant or unaware, it's okay to kill people? The fundamental question, is it ever okay to kill someone? You know, there is circumstance and stuff. It doesn't... Here's the deal. At the end of the day, whether it was justified or not, if you kill someone, you're still a murderer. Whether it's justified murder is an entire gray spectrum area, but the definition of a murderer is someone who willingly killed another person. So if you willingly decided to kill someone, you are a murderer. People in war, even though we don't call them this, and I'm pro-veterans, like real veterans, still murdered people. Time of war exemption doesn't change the definition or the facts. You know, it doesn't mean that they were wrong, but it also doesn't mean that they aren't what, you know. So, yeah, this is one of those timeless questions that no one really has a perfect answer to. And everybody's got their own thought process on it. I certainly do, and I've spoken about it many times on, especially the Tokyo Ghoul streams, because that's been an underlying theme, especially from the first one, was, is it okay for ghouls to live when they eat people? Well, it's like, well, wait a minute now. They're eating dead bodies and stuff like that. There are people trying to survive off of coffee and dead bodies and things that, you know, like, people, they're trying. They can't help their nature. So does that make it okay? You know, there's been these underlying themes of very harsh, timeless questions, you know, that have such a gray spectrum that a lot of people, especially religious people and very fanatical patriots, feel very black and white about a lot of issues, right? You have these black and white issues. In politics, I think that would be called the far left and the far right, but I'm not into politics, so forgive me if I'm mistaken. But they're very hard. There is no gray. It's right or it's wrong. It's black or it's white. You know, that sort of mentality. And I think a lot of these questions don't have that. You know, I don't think it's that easy to chalk up, because you can make any situation where, you know, that it would you'd waver. You know. So, let's see. You weep over this unintended consequence, but you just couldn't see it. In fact, you didn't even try to see it. You choose to only see the beautiful parts so you could sip the clean water. Whether you want it or not, blood will spill if you fight. There you go. She's only speaking facts. Only someone with no regard for life could do that. No, not necessarily. That's a little flawed, but yeah. Someone like you who couldn't care less about the lives of others. No, yeah, I disagree with that completely. That's not true. Everything she's been saying up until this point has been, you know, 99% facts. But right here, no. Whether you want it to or not, blood will spill if you fight. Yeah, and that's a fact. But saying someone with no regard for life is the only person that could do that is absolutely insane and ridiculous. You know, no, that World War II would argue with that. The millions of people that died would argue that fact. Then how? How could you do it? Because you could blame others? No. Because you're cruel? No. Yeah, these are... Yeah, all right. Or is she leading him to my reasoning here? Is she leading him towards this? Let's see. You think you're a good person? That's not it. Then you're a bad person. I don't know. Right. These are fundamental questions, especially if you murder. Yeah, I mean, this is what we call shell shock or PTSD. You know, if you, like veterans of war, they saw too much. They might be heroes. They might have saved people, but they're still haunted by what they did, even if everyone tells them, no, you did the right thing. You saved the lives of your countrymen. You saved the lives of our way of life, our country, blah, blah, blah. They're still haunted by the fact that they took lives and they killed people. They don't see themselves as a necessarily good person. You know, the war should never have happened in the first place. Could we not have just sat down and found out through dialogue? You know, there's a lot of veterans who felt that way, and there's a lot of recordings and documentaries of things, you know, of that situation, whether it's Korean War, whether it's Vietnam, whether it's World War II, you know, any war. So it's always very interesting. And this is how I think a war veteran does sometimes feel, you know, that are we a good person? You know, that's not like, they can't say yes, they can't say no to are they a bad or a good person, you know, and sometimes they wave one way or the other, you know. You fought without knowing that, without any basis. I just tried to, but eventually it all caught up to you. Humans died, ghouls died. Are you going to atone for that or not? Will you atone for it? This is an interesting question because atoning for what? This is assuming there's a higher power. Who am I atoning to? If you're more realistic, I think is the best way I can describe it. If you're more realistic like me, who am I atoning to? If you don't believe that there's a higher power, sure, there's probably more intelligent life out there in space and galaxies and all the universes. Of course there is. There might be someone with the power of the gods out there. There might be an alien species that can, like, blow up planets with their fucking mind. I don't know. But, that being said, do we answer to them? And am I atoning to them? And what makes them perfect? How are they flawed? So, who am I atoning for? Atoning for our sins. Humans died and ghouls died. Am I going to atone for that? Well, you know, there's even another deeper question. You know, all right, what's this now? Oh, my brother cooked a chicken. You guys want to see? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, my brother cooked a 10-pound bird. 10-pound chicken. Looks pretty good. He did a good job. 10-pound free-range bird. Stuffing and all. Well done, well done. You know what's ironic? I'm having chicken for dinner, but it's just chicken tits. So, just BS chicken tits. So, I don't know. And for those of you who don't know, that means boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Breasts, tits, chicken, tits, you know. But yeah, so, looks like a good bird. Anyways, so let's see. Are you going to atone for that? And how will you atone for it? This is another question. By dying? By disappearing? Why are you doing it? What do you want to do? Tell me, come on. Shut up. Just shut up, shut up, shut up. Let me think about what's already been done. You see it. You know. You understand, don't you? Stop, stay out, stay out. I mean, these are fundamental. This is very mental, you know, like, well, of course it is. This is like a mental world. This is like what Harry Potter experienced at the, you know, end of the book. Spoiler alert. Going inside their own psyche. And we've seen, ever since the Jason stuff, Kaneki going into his own psyche. We've seen this before, and we saw it in and we saw it in the original series. So this is nothing new, but it's still very interesting, actually. This is a very good chapter, because that's asking very philosophical questions, and it's him being harsh on himself, which you could argue that Rise is actually her, now that he's eaten of all her kakuge and all that stuff, that she is actually there in his mind, that he's almost got now dual personality, and she is actually in his mental playing field, you know? She might actually be there. This might not be his consciousness making sense of it and talking through Rise. Rise might actually be there, in his mind. So, sort of like that whole, I always love this line. Harry Potter is a very good series, but it's not perfect, but one of the lines I always loved was at the end of, then once again, spoiler alert, was the whole of Harry asks Dumbledore at the end of the last book, says, is this real or is this all happening inside my head? And he turns and smiles and says, of course this is all happening in your head, Harry, but why on earth would that mean that it's not real? I love that line. It's perfect, no fat on it, and it just makes you think. Sort of like the Matrix with the Oracle thing. Well, what's really going to bake your noodle later on is, well, you still have broken it if I hadn't have said anything. It's like, that's a fucking just a mind fuck, right? So you gotta appreciate those great lines, those great deliveries that just make you go, oh, I am definitely not smart enough to figure out that answer, right? So, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So let's see. Kaneki's finally breaking down. Says, I wanted to be needed by someone. Fair enough. People want their purpose in life. From the time Mr. Yoshimura first made me coffee and antiqui, my world opened up. I had ghoul friends, even after I became Hayase. Investigator Arima, Eto. They chose me. Toka stayed by my side. Yeah. See, mention Toka. Remember, this guy right here will always justify the means if it's for your wife. Every fucking time. So Kaneki actually sort of turned himself around as a character for me. He was never a bad character. He was a good character in a lot of instances, learning from his mistakes. Hated the whole Hayase section of Tokyo Ghoul Re. But when he got back and when him and Toka got together and stuff like that, he's been fighting and doing this for his wife the entire time. And I'm just like, yeah, because that's human. That's selfish. As much as he wants to create a dialogue, stop the war sort of idea, be the Winston Churchill of the ghouls and humans and create a bridge, and start not be there to see it happen, but start the conversation. Be the Lincoln, be the Martin Luther King. He wanted to be the bridge to start the conversation, even if he didn't live to see it. But he also is human and selfish, or whatever. But he selfishly wants to do it all and save his wife and stuff. And that's something that I can understand and agree upon. Nobody can be Mother Teresa to that level, I would argue. Like, even Mother Teresa wasn't as, I'm sure push comes to shove, everyone will turn. But, except for Uncle Ben. Let's just be realistic. Uncle Ben was the perfect human being. Let's just be real. Jesus, Gandhi, Buddha, get the fuck out of here. We have Uncle Ben Parker. We don't need any other. We have, with great power comes great responsibility, the man, the myth, the legend. There's a perfect human being. So, anyways, got off track. So let's see. The Toka stayed by my side, right? It made me feel like I was needed. It made me happy. Of course, that's what marriage is, my man. I really thought I could belong in both worlds. Naive, but you know what? Sure. But people also told him, you're the one who can walk in both worlds. You can walk in the light and the darkness. People told him that from day one in the original series. He was impressionable, thrust into a world he didn't understand, and people were telling him he can do both. I mean, it's not all his fault. Just saying. You're exactly right. I didn't care about others. No, that's not true. It didn't matter why. As long as I kept fighting, I thought I'd be needed. I guess that's sort of true, but no, because he just said he cared about these people. He wanted, if he didn't care, I could see this if they had had a proposal on the table and he had slapped it away and said, nope, at the sacrifice of continuing to fight because he would no longer be needed, Like, if there had been a proposal on the table, all right, we are willing to cease fire and blah, 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 if you agree to leave the table. Like, you are not needed here. We want you not involved in the diplomacy, the discussions, or anything whatsoever. And he had slapped it away for this reason, then I would agree with this 100%. But that was never an option. So I don't even think that Kaneki has figured out, because I think he's lying to himself right here. He absolutely cares about others. That's why he's fighting. Sure, he wants to be needed, but he was also happy up until that point without being needed. So, I don't know. But I can't do it anymore because I know what I've done now. Hey, we're alike. Okay, so Rise is going to console him. Irresponsible egotists. Sure, fair enough. That's true. Consoling ourselves at the expense of others. A little less true. If you can't bear the blame, you can stay here. Is this a fantasy? Oh, we're going the Harry Potter thing. This world, is it my fantasy? Am I subconsciously condemning myself like I did when Yamori tortured me? Here we go. So here we go. This is what I talked about. Before she was an illusion. But now, is she actually there? I would argue she is. Rise says, maybe you're my fantasy. There we go. Yeah, it's not as good as the Harry Potter thing, but I'll take it. Yeah. There's something I want to ask you. You came to see me once, when I was starving, when I was crawling like a dog. This is true. You said that ever since you met me, ever since you became what you are, you faced death countless times. Whatever happened to that Rise, by the way? Like, she was in the container. Did I forget that? You faced death countless times. Life was filled with hardships. But you didn't hate me for it. Do you remember that? I do remember that moment. I hate you. This wouldn't have happened if I had met you. I'm surprised you don't think that. What about now? Do you hate me now? I think the hardships, almost dying, the misfortunes, were all necessary to open my eyes to make me meet people. Because some of them were glad they met me, they needed me, I still can't hate you, so... Oh, I get it now. I had happiness. I mean... Yeah, see, he can't hate what happened because it led... It's sort of like regretting your life's choices, all the way from that stupid fight you had in first grade, all the way to making very life-changing decisions up to the point you are in all of our lives right now. There are some things, like there are big regrets that I have and things that affect my life to this day as a result of poor decision making on my part. But looking at the people around me now, would I not have met my wife as a result of that? Had I not gone down that path, had I chosen to do this, had I chosen to do that, I might have missed out on the greatest thing in the world to me, which is my wife. So, as hard as it is, I don't think I would trade that. It'd sort of be like the Iron Man thing. You know, in Avengers Endgame, it'd be like, I'm not willing to give this up. We can change whatever you want. Try to unfreeze her, bring everybody back. But you can't change the last 5 years. I'm not willing to take that bet. I'm not willing to sacrifice that, right? That is sort of the situation that I'm in. And that's what Kaneki was feeling. It's like, he can't hate Rise or what happened to him because look at who he's met. All the ghoul friends he has. He's met the love of his life in Toka. He's met, that's not something he's willing to give up. That's not something he's willing to trade for. Regardless how hard it was to get to that point, it's all becomes worth it because, every story comes down to the love of a woman. Let's be realistic. The best stories in the world all come down to the love of a woman. Even Lord of the Rings, Aragorn and Arwen. Done. And before that, Beren and Luthien. So, the greatest stories, they always come down to the love of a woman. It's how you drive men. So let's see. I had happiness. Oh, a crack in the fantasy world. And are they going back up? Oh no, they're splashing back down. There's even, it cracked. There's more bodies falling. Okay. So the ocean's still filled with all the people they've killed. Kaneki looks, gets up. Are you going? Can you cross the ocean of blood ignoring your sins? He's going to try it again. I'll see if I can bear it. Okay. Watching you drown could be fun. Wow. You know what? That was a great fucking chapter. Not gonna lie. That was a really great fucking chapter. There was a lot to discuss. There was a lot to talk about. And it was, like, they brought up so many interesting aspects. Re hasn't been perfect, but chapters like this are definitely great chapters, I would argue. I would argue easily. And since that took a long time to read that chapter, I didn't expect that chapter to be like that. So, great starting point, though. Great start off for the stream, that's for sure. So I think we'll have to check back and see if there's anybody even in the chat. Oh, Misk is here. Hi, Misk. Misk says, let's just end it already. That's what I'm trying to do. Misk said, nice chicken. Yeah, it did look like a good chicken. Miss said, I quite liked a lot of the conversations Kaneki has during this last chunk of the story. I do too. They're quite well done. Miss said, yeah, there are some things I still regret but wouldn't change due to how things turned out for me now. Exactly. And everybody, both big and small, we don't know what type of butterfly effect that could eventually inevitably lead to, and our life could completely veer off course for the better or for the worse. In my mind, I'm not willing to bet. I am not willing to trade, my marriage with my wife for any of that, Like, if a genie came to me tomorrow, that's not something that I would wish. Even though it would make my life easier to change certain things in my past, big mistakes, I would rather wish for things for the future to improve it, but not change it. Because if I change that, it might change everything. So, I'm just not, But yeah. So, Miss said, chapters like this show that even if Re fell apart overall, Ishida still had moments where the writing shines. This is true. This is definitely true. I will agree with that statement. Anyways, I'm glad that Miss popped in just to see what we're doing. He's trying to catch up to One Piece. He's in Wano Kuni. So, hopefully he gets caught up by the end of next week. He should get caught up by the weekend, but there is still like 100 chapters he's got to get through, so. Alright, so let's jump back in and do chapter 160, entitled Morning. Alright, so we're back to the present day, or outside the, it's happening inside your head, Harry. So there's Kaneki as a crazy monster. There's all the fucking Resident Evil spawn. We're showing everybody. There's Toka. Okay. Boom. The metal detector trying to find. Everybody going forth. Boom, 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 boom. Toka flying up, going to the next eye. Throwing hands, trying to tear things open with the metal detector. Digging through this body. Still digging. Toka tearing. By the looks of it, just ripping at the body. Hating it. Digging, and oh shit. So we found the Danzo arm. For those of you who don't get the Naruto reference, that's a Danzo arm. If you've read Naruto, you know what I'm talking about. And Toka looks absolutely horrified to see it, of course. Hanging there is the ring. Of course, there's the ring. And she's going to scream. And she does, but she tries to hold it in, it seems. And she's crying. She's crying, but she's willing to go forth. She's got to find the body. She's got to find the real body. If there's the ring, they'll find the real body. So, digging more. Toka's willing to do it. And oh no, things coming at her. Oh shit, so it's a defensive mechanism or something like that. Things coming at her. Boom. All these monstrous things. Trying to take Toka down. Toka's kicking them. Toka's fighting back. They seemingly are overpowering her. They're definitely overpowering her. And she's still pregnant too. Like, what the fuck? Don't hit her in the stomach. Whatever you do, don't hit her in the stomach. And then, oh, something coming up from behind, and oh, here come, oh, here's the loser squad. Here's the loser squad coming in for the win. And there's Uri, and there's fucking wanted to be a trans but isn't really a trans bitch. And then there's Useless. So now Toka is continuing to dig while they fight off and defend. And there, in a womb-like body, is Kaneki. Okay. Let's go. So chapter 161, Come Sweet Hour of Death. Let's see. So everybody's shocked. They see it too. There's Kaneki completely... Jesus. This is the Q... Oh, he's gotten like an eye open, it seems. This is the QS squad. Do you read me? We found him. Good job. What's his status? He's not moving. We'll direct you. Start the extraction procedure. We can't predict what will happen, so be prepared. Finally, some hope, guys. Yeah, there's Heidi. They're all looking at him. Can you all hear me? Bring him back here if you can so we can analyze him. Alright, so they're trying to cut him out of it. Alright, we'll join up with Hisayo. Aura's with them. Aura was only following me, so hurry, we don't have time. Alright, so they're going to drag Kaneki out of there. There's Toka. We'll get you out of here. Okay, oh, and Uri is going to rip. Uri's going to carry him. Oh no, Uri! And now the thing is trying to attack again. Stay out of our... Ugh! Is it pulling him back in? Yonabashi, I got it. So they're going to fight back. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Yonabashi's being attacked too. Ugh. What's going on? Son of a... I'll cut him out. Pull him up. Oh, shit. Okay, so they got to cut him loose. And now let's go. Rumble, rumble, rumble. So now... What... They're just... Jesus. Everything's going on now. The whole body, everything's like bursting blood vessels everywhere. Fucking gross, disgusting, blah, blah. And it's self-destructing, yeah, because we removed Sasuke. Well, he was the core. You remove the core, it's got nothing to feed off of. The monsters are leaving. Did we do it? It may have gone into the decay phase. Alright, because it lost, once again, its nourishment. Aren't you happy about this? No. I wonder if they removed Hayase. Oh, and they're walking forward with the body. The 19th Ward. Chomp chomp. I'm sorry. What the... Why are my eyes... Urgh. It's begun. This is what I wanted. What the... What did the hell... I don't even know who these people are. But... Did that dude eat his wife that he was lying in bed with? Was that turning everybody into ghouls? Jesus. And now the V people walk up to whatever. And out of it comes... Good morning, Rise, my adorable dragon. What the fuck? This asshole's still alive? The fuck is going on here? Well, anyways, we'll go to chapter 162. Pomegranate in hand, chapter 162. Pomegranates. Would you like some pomegranate seeds in your vision? Let's see. Is he... Alright, we have Kaneki laying there. We detected faint brainwaves, huh? We believe we have identified his cardiopulmonary functions that appear to be operative. He's breathing on his own too. We believe we've identified. When we examined him, we found several unidentified organs. His new anatomy is beyond the scope of our knowledge. There was nothing we could do. Toka, Heidi, looking shocked. He's alive though, right? There is brain activity, so in that sense, yes. There's a lot they don't know, Nagachika. You don't know what's going on with Kaneki's body, do you, Kimi? No. So there's nothing you can do for him? This is hard for me to say, but both the CCG and research team believe we should conduct exploratory surgery to identify the connection between him and the monster. That's only fair. First ward. The monster began decaying after Ken Kaneki, the main body or core, was removed. Third ward, the similar monsters in the other ward, 16th, 6th, appear inactive, but they are still standing. In order to understand the situation, it's necessary to physically examine him. But I don't believe we're at that stage yet. The fact that the monster in the other wards remain active means there may be other cores, like Kaneki, like Rise. And speaking personally, I want him to pull through. He did save me after all. Aw, that's sweet. Uri, Nigachika, that's sweet. We have an emergency. We need the research team. I'll be right there. Is it okay if we stay here? Of course. So Heidi and... Alright. I can't believe he's still alive after all this. He always was a tough son of a bitch. Haha. So, he'll be alright. I gotta go. Mr. Murata's gonna need help. Toka, keep an eye on him, will you? Thanks. I told the others about him. He never listens to anybody. Always going off on his own. Ain't that right, Kaneki? Toka. Oh, there's our girl, and there's Banjo! We got ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. We got a banjo! Banjo's here. There was not enough banjo in this arc. There was not enough banjo in Tokyo Ghoul. Hinami? Welcome back, Kaneki. The room could certainly use some flowers. They're beautiful. They're very... I am the gourmet. Also known as forget-me-nots. Ah, that's what they are. I don't know how to say that fucking German, French-looking word. Wait, you three are banjois? It's been a long time. Reminds me of the days we lived together in the 6th Ward. Wait, they're alive? I thought they died. Didn't they get killed? Oh well. Reminds me of the days we lived together in the 6th Ward, though I've never felt like part of the group. What are you gentlemen doing here? Aren't you going in, old man? Oh, it's Yomo. Psycho said she's suddenly unable to control her Kagune. We don't know what caused it, but she's recovering now. I told her to get some rest. The ghouls are with Sasuke. Oh, they all love him, don't they? Do you want to see him? Do you want to see his face at least? I don't have the right to see him after what I did. Yeah, you're fucking insane. You should be butchered, by the way. Avoiding him is not atonement, Mitsuki. Mitsuki doesn't deserve atonement. Mitsuki should be fucking dead. Go and see him and tell him what you did. Otherwise, nothing will change. And there's something I want to tell him, too. When we lost Shizurzu, those words made me stronger. But they also hindered me. I want to tell him that he was wrong. There are a billion things in this world that can't be handled alone. Environment, luck, fate, everything is a consequence of various elements coming together. That goes for me, too. I couldn't do it alone. You, Yonabashi, the QS, Kuroiwa, I've been helped by a lot of people. I just didn't realize it. Everybody's holds too much in. At least Uri developed from Dorito Sasuke to tolerable Sasuke. Like, let's be realistic. He actually had character development. Aren't you going in, Yonabashi? May we come in? Oh, it's Mato and Ammon. Please. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm here too, Maman. Oh, ain't that nice. Ain't that sweet. So, even though she's a shit character. So, what's it gonna be like for us and the ghouls now? What do you mean? Well, we only took out that monster because of their help, right? But it's not like we can be buddy-buddy all of a sudden. I'm just wondering. What do you think, ex-CCG investigator Hirako? Both coexistence and confrontation are trivial. Investigator Rima said there would be violent changes when we got past our differences. That's what that monster was? No. That's what I thought when I first saw that thing. But it's different from the situation Investigator Arima feared. The situation, it was enough for you to hand in your resignation, so it must be serious. You're still hung on that, Ito? Investigator Arima said, all humans will become ghouls. And that's what happened. So that dude in the bed, he did eat his girlfriend or his hookup or his wife or whatever. That's just sick. Though to be fair, I would let my wife eat me. I don't think I could, because I couldn't live with myself. So I'd be like, and it'd be painful for her, but she'd probably, like, if I did it, like, if I were in that situation, if you were laying in bed with your lover, your girlfriend, your husband, wife, whatever, if you were laying in bed and, like, both of you turned into ghouls and you, like, we're going to eat each other, right? Either way, I would like to think that regardless which one of us ended up finally breaking down and eating the other, I like to think that then the other person would probably try to off themselves anyways. Because they wouldn't, like, my wife wouldn't be able to live knowing that she fucking ate me alive. And I wouldn't be able to do it. And even if I did, I'd probably then put a bullet in my brain, so. So let's see. That's what was happening. So he's gone into shock. Hurry, what was that? The same symptoms? What's going on? We need more help down here. Oh, shit. This is... His eyes have kagunified and his skin is hardening. Symptoms of RC cell over-secretion. Ross, why are they seeing so many cases all of a sudden? I don't know. It's progressing abnormally fast. I've never heard of a case like this. Just what do we have? Give him the RC supplements. What if that big one was some kind of decoy? What if we're missing something? It was. Rise and all the other ones. Oh shit, something's growing off of them. So they're all there, they're all sleeping, they're all chilling. Toka's just watching. And Kaneki woke up. Toka? Guys? Oh, this is going to be so heartfelt. This is going to be so heartfelt. And, okay. I know this has nothing to do with it, but I just saw Dragon Ball Super download the free app ad, and it's fucking Goku just chomping on like what looks like a quarter pounder from McDonald's. Like a giant quarter pounder from McDonald's. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. But okay, so he's up. He's up and awake. Okay, alright. So let's go. Chapter 163, Indestructible. Let's see. So Kaneki is now walking. Oh no, I wanted the reunion shot. So he's walking through all the rubble. Kaneki. Oh, we're still going to get it. Am I? Sayako? Oh, hugging. Sob. Everyone's waking up. Hanami. Tsukiyama. Nishio. Hayase. Investigator Mato. Ammon. Kaneki. Even Yomo. Oh, everyone's... Oh, you son of a... How invincible are you, you little shit? Nishio. Hold on. I'll go get Kimi. Toka. Just laying there. Aww. That's sweet. That's nice. This is amazing. You pulled through. Which actually makes understanding how you function even more difficult, but I'm glad. Oh, he's still all fucked up, though. Look at his hand and shit. As far as I can tell, your prognosis is good. How do you feel? Good, I think. The narrowing of my field of vision and the headaches are gone. Why is Toka with you and Sayako? To stand against a threat. Stand against? It's not just them. Even members of the GOAT are working with the CCG. The CCG and the ghouls? For now, at least. Why would they... Nagachika brought the GOAT ghouls and the CCG together to help you. Heidi? He did that? He persuaded both the ghouls and the CCG to help save you. Nagachika's actions... Wait, he's... But he doesn't think he's alive. He thought he ate him. Nagachika's actions lit a fire under the GOAT ghouls, and that pushed the CCG to take action. Cooperation between ghouls and the CCG, you guys brought them together. It's quite an accomplishment. Nagachika will be back soon. Heidi's alive. Yeah, like... Yeah, Heidi's alive, so that's wow. He doesn't know that. You want to see him, don't you? I do, I really do. But can I see the city first? Would that be alright? Just don't push yourself too hard. Investigator Marta ordered that you be monitored in all case that you woke up. Uri, mind if I take him? Miss Nishinio? No. Alright, are they married or something now? Like him and Kimmy? I don't know. Her and Kimmy? We now know from his tissue sample that he's not the cause of the ROS outbreak. Oh, well, there you go. We used to drive on the street all the time. That store, we had breakfast there, didn't we? Pulling an all-nighter. You were there too, Uribo. Quiet, isn't it? As you can see, this is what's become of the business area in this ward. We evacuated the surrounding area. It was done quickly thanks to our partnership. I helped too, with no sleep. You did. Why don't you just say it, Sasuke? What? We're allowed to talk. No good will come from holding things in. Thanks, Uri. The big screen is out. A lot of areas don't have electricity. The street lights are out in a lot of places too. Seen enough? It's not a good idea to be far away from command for too long. Sure, thanks, Uri. Sayako. Can I visit you sometime? Sayako, there's a lot of things I want to talk to you about. Of course. What's wrong? That's where the chewing sound was coming from. It's a ghoul. Guess there's no shortage of food for them, Uri. As an investigator, I can't ignore this. Gas. No, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. I was so hungry. Please, I'm sorry. Oh. What are you rambling on about, Uri? The school smells different. Huh? She's human. I know her. She worked at the 20th Ward CCG office. What? She's human. Was human. Am I on? Oh, shit. This is Nomura reporting from the 4th Ward shopping district. As you can see, the monsters are eating people. Is this the apocalypse or the work of the devil? I will attempt to interview the monsters. Wait, what? You're gonna... What? I'm gonna attempt... People are being slaughtered left, right, and center around me, and instead of running away, I'm gonna try to talk to the Resident Evil monster. Sir, can I get a statement? You know, like... What the fuck? That has to be the dumbest fucking thing. One of the dumbest things. Oh my god, that fucking just cracks me up. Chapter 164, The White One. I will attempt to interview the monsters. Sir, what is your name? Literally this. This is what we're doing. I'm ignoring. No. Bypassing this. Hey, are you alright? What are you... Well, let's see what happens now. Jesus Christ. This feed. How's he broadcasting this? We believe he's using an independent cast system. This is Uri. Come in. Alright, I'll send back with the explosion. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, we're doing Star Wars now. I mean, I know he's insane, but still, that's fucking ridiculous. Where are the monsters? The self-defense fence are gone too. Are you seeing this? Some kind of growth is appearing. Of the people who are munched over. Broadcast is still... This is a reaction to the over-secretion certain type of cell. The cell that is called the RC cell. It is what makes up most of a ghoul's body. These people are turning into ghouls after being exposed to a toxin in the smaller monsters. The smaller monsters were deposited from that oviduct you see on screen. They consume humans and deliver energy to the oviduct. The oviduct then uses the energy to produce more spawn. And if you try to kill the spawn, they will release a toxin to create more of their kind. What will become of humanity? Rise up, people! It's a recording. Farada's not there. Jesus Christ. This fucking guy. Yonabashi, Psycho? I think She must have been exposed when... Uri, we need to get her to... Chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh shit, we're surrounded. So they're gonna cut them all down. This explosion. Sasuke, I'm clearing a path. Take Sayako back to command, but she's in critical condition. I can't risk losing you here either. I'm the only one who can fight right now. But Uri, their toxin is... I know. Just go. You guys should be the ones to go. Oh, Sayako? What are you talking about? You need treatment now. Are you crazy? I'm the only one who was exposed. I should be the one to stay. I'm not leaving you here. If I fight, but... If I use my power, I may lose control again. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. They were waiting for me. I don't want to hurt them again. But if I don't, Psycho and Uri will. What do I do? What do I do? I'm sick of being helpless! Oh, shit. He released everything again. Bam. And now his hands return to normal. What the fuck? He released it like wings. Come on, yeah. She's developed ROS. You're showing mild signs of it too, Uri. Although I don't think it'll progress in you, it's too risky to fight the spawn. What's going to happen to Yonabashi? An ROS patient at the special facility was bit by one of the nurses. The patient's RC value was over 1,000. That's high enough to be categorized as a ghoul. What Farada said about ghoulification on the broadcast is probably true. But we can't fully analyze the symptoms until the situation is resolved. Ammon, Uri was only exposed a little, but you must have taken in a lot when you retracted your Kagune. Are you going to end up like me, Sayako? I thought so too, so I compared your numbers before going into the battle. Take a look. He's going to be like fully immune to this shit. The variant is 0.01%. There was barely any change. It could be due to your unidentified organs. It's quite remarkable. You may have a resistance to the toxin. Yeah, figured. Okay. Looking for Nagachika? He's on the roof. You're looking for him, aren't you? Thanks, Toka. Okay, so Toka is going to... he's finally going to see Heidi, and we're finally going to reveal the Darth Malik look, because we know that that's what he's got. You finally get to see him, yeah. Over here. That's why he's talking with that weird, hey. He's got like one of those like smokers talker things, or right here, or whatever. I know he does. I just know it. Like, it's so obvious, like a child could figure it out. Over here. Hey. You look good. Yeah. Thanks for the autographed Sen Takatsuki book. That was you, right? You knew? It was nothing. Just pay me $15. Then it wasn't nothing. Heidi? Can I see your face? Sure. You and Toka, you just have to see it, don't you? But I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I want to see what I did to you. Fine. Yep. Ripped out part of his jaw, part of everything. You know, he could have just eaten I know it, looks badass for, anime, fiction, manga purposes, but he could have just eaten, an arm. If he wasn't going to I thought he fully devoured him. We all assumed he fully devoured him. Even fucking Kaneki assumed he had fully devoured him. The fact that he, bit his face, Jesus, take out a kidney or bite my leg off or my arm or something, you know? Jesus. You and Toka just have to see it. I'm not wearing any makeup. I want to see what I did to you, yeah. Thanks. You always hid things I didn't want to see, always protected me. I did. You know me too well. Of course. I decided to bear it, this city, your scar. I'm going to try to do what I can. Help everyone. I'm tired of being helpless. Well, once again, I still don't understand how he thought he killed Heidi this entire time. Where Heidi's been the entire time. There's just too many, once again, Tokyo Ghoul Re sort of takes away from the end of Tokyo Ghoul. It really does. A lot of Re, that's really cool and everything, but, you telling me that one little bite is alright, if you're gonna die, then eat me, and that little bit of skin and tissue was enough. That basically what he did was eat some chicken skin and some teeth off of Heidi's face. That's what he ate. He bought a piece of KFC chicken and took the skin off it, just ate the skin, and he was good to go? No. We were under the impression he ate him the entire time. Ate him bones, eyeballs, and all. You know, so... I don't know. Once again, I'm okay with the reunion, and I'm okay with everything. I'm not okay with the idea that he thought he ate him the whole time. He clearly would have known if he had held back, and I don't know. Let's see. Chapter 165, entitled Thin Ice. Okay. I hear close to 1,000 ROS patients can't eat food anymore. Great. They're receiving intravenous nutrition, but who knows how long that'll work. Are ex-human targets for eradication? Human or ghoul? How are we differentiate them now? Takomi, your wife cool with this? You guys could have gone on your honeymoon instead. She said I'm an investigator, so I should stay and fight. I agreed with her. You're a good man. Maybe every human in the 23 wards will turn into a ghoul. Jesus. Sayako, it's slow, but our condition is steadily getting worse. If we don't fix the situation soon and find some kind of treatment, that monster, as long as that thing's around, we'll keep seeing more and more ROS patients. Keeps bringing forth spawn, right? We've identified 9 oviducts. One of them is in the decay phase, but who knows how long it'll take to remove every single oviduct. Cutting the poison off at the source is our only option. We discovered that not all of the spawn are carriers of the poison, and when we pinpointed the location of the poisonous ones, we noticed they're concentrated around a particular oviduct. There's no doubt something is there, something that could prove to be a solution to this situation. There's a large underground opening there, perfect place for trouble to hide. But even if that's where the source is, the recon team would be poisoned. Not if the team is ghouls, no. There's a risk that if a ghoul is exposed to high levels of the poison, their RC cells will be affected. We need to take precautions. Kaneki, let me go. I'm resistant to the poison, aren't I? If I go down there, you are, but we have no idea what's down there. Boom, what? What's going on? Oh, here comes V. Gah, an attack? Must be V. Ferrata, take your positions. Is it an attack? Why now? Maybe they know that we discovered something, but how did they find out so quickly? There's the clowns. It doesn't change the fact we're under attack. We need to help the doves. Well, call in members of the GOAT too. Our priority is protecting this building over finding the source. Hold on, Heidi said. If they're coming to us, it could mean they don't want us to go to them. Maybe Kimi's theory is right. If so, we should find the source right now. He has a point, but we'll need security. We'll provide security for Kaneki. No, a crowd will draw attention. I'll go. Ayato, I know my way around down there. Ayato. I'd like to go with you, but I will swing my sword up here. Coming from the gourmet, that's creepy. And sexual. Tsukiyama. Everyone there? Yomo, Banjo? Yuri, we can handle it. You're the only one who can save Yonabashi. Make sure you stay safe. Yeah, I will. Good send-off. Nagachika, what is it? Copy that. Attention. This better work. Specialty recon team is about to conduct a search for the source of the poison. We believe the attack is a distraction to prevent it from happening. These fools went another way to present themselves to us. Keep them occupied here, so the recon team can do their job. Look at that. They're ready to go. Oh, it's the judge, who's part of the clowns. The priest. Maybe the plan backfired, Sota. We had no choice. The dragon. We have to buy some time, right? Is that Uta? Oh, come on, Uta. Yes, we do. We'll use her. Okay, who are they going to use? Let's go, let's go. Bang. Oh, killing all the V members. They're good. Suzuya, S3 squad advance. Yes, sir. The V squad keeps moving in. Investigator Hiroko, I'm using Touchy. Follow my lead. Got it, Yusa. They fight. These guys aren't playing. No, they're not. There must be something Ferrata doesn't want us to find. Oh, even as... Jesus. Even Hasuko is being pushed. Investigator Hiroko. Bang, bang, bang. What the fuck is that? Something just came flying down. Gee. The fuck is that? And that's the end of the chapter. I have no idea what the fuck that thing is supposed to be. Daniel is in here, says, what's up, bro? What's up? Love your JJK reviews. Well, you'll be looking forward to the fact that there's a JJK review video coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for the comment and the stuff. I always appreciate it. I always appreciate it. So yeah, I gotta go take a whiz and then we'll be right back, peeps. So, yeah, because we're over an hour into the stream, it's fine. Taking my pee break, and then we'll be right back. Okay, now that we're back, we can start off with chapter 166 of this, whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. Our target area is the 19th ward, where the toxic oviduct is located. Eggs are produced at the root. We need to search underground at the stem instead of the surface. A20, the underground below the 19th ward. Where's the doctor's orders will take us? Guys, please. Fall back. The owl? That looks like nothing like the owl. Is it the owl? I guess it resembles, one little percentage of the owl, but apparently they released her. So is it Edo or something? The owl? Why does everyone think that looks anything like the owl? But yeah, bam, bam, step back, Ukaku fire, bam, 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 crap, wheeze. The one-eyed owl? This isn't a distraction. This isn't just a distraction. The command center's under attack. Let's see. They're coming to crush us. We're missing Special Investigator Shinohara, Kuraiwa, Hoji. With just the force we have, I don't know if we can take the owl. Yeah, how did Ferrata survive, by the way? I don't remember him escaping. You know? The owl battle. Nobody has more experience here than you. We'll take care of the black hats. You take the owl. You say that as if it's easy. Don't you know that I'm a scaredy cat? We need to regroup. Follow procedure. Superior officers take the lead. Now, Investigator Takamura, I need you to provide support from the rear. Odi boy, you got it. Suzuya, can you get to me? I want you on my flank. Kaku and firearms team for the shoulder. As it approaches, fall back. A shield. Akagune will make good shields. Thank you. Fire turns uses the Ghoul as cover. Let's think. Give me courage. Can I do this? Kishio Arima isn't here, so it's up to us. Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. One of Kishio's men. How ironic that I'm the one going to take out someone trained by that traitor. Takomi Usia. Humph. Bang, bang. Fighting V. Gentlemen, are you ready? Does he have the eyes on the back of his head? Slash. Oh, Ito got cut. Bang! Oh, there goes the man. With such a short weapon. Ching. Stab. What's the matter? Can't lift your arm? He's all about the strength. The kid's a millisecond slow. Take. Goodbye. Slam. Nope. Dink. Yusa Arima. You look a lot like Kishio when he was a boy. I used to train him. Kishio was stronger than you. Oh, and slam, bam, you sure you want to find out? What's wrong, boy? A little more? Is this more like Arima? Shut up. Stab, ugh. You see, my name is my pride. Nice. Cut his head right off. Good for him. We got no choice. Hey, I don't know where the Arima kid came from, honestly. I don't remember that ever being a thing, but sure. Slam, slam, slam. We got no choice. Oh, Banjo! Let me know when your Kagune starts giving out. Fire, fire, fire. It's a Kakagju. It has a main body. That's where it's vulnerable. The neck. That was Investigator Sasuke's support. Investigator Suzuya will handle this. Please, get the owl. Bang, bang. Yes. Finish him, Suzuya. Slam is going to cut the owl. Yeah, apparently. The owl's neck. It's over. Look. Is that the main body? The fuck is it? Round 2. Oh, shit. Grew his head right back. Round 2. Jesus. I have no idea even what the fuck is going on anymore. Not gonna lie. Let's see. They're being cut into pieces. Chapter 167, Transparent. See, the main body has a big cross. Oh, Jesus. It can still move. It did nothing. Investigator Suzuya. The owl. Ching. Oh, it's still going to fight against the V people. Ugh. His eyes. It's active again. What's going on here? Smirk. We already took those guys out. We're finally getting acclimated to it. Let's see. You took the poison. Poison? It's a blessing. Half humans are malformed creatures. We and V and the children of Huckabee Garden, we have short lives because of the imbalance in our bodies. If we abandon our malformed bodies and become ghouls, it will bring us into harmony. The dragon is the arc of life. Kishio was a fool. If he had joined us, he wouldn't have aged or weakened. Same for that failure behind you. This body, it's not bad. Oh man, they're fighting. Ow, my shoulder. Oh man, they're fighting their best. We're dead. We're finished. Boom. Okay, still attacking. The head is not doing that. Did that do it? Check. Damn it. Keep your distance. It'll kill you. Damaging the main body did nothing. What is this owl? Suzuya? Corey, your leg. The impact blew my prosthetic off. I'm glad my actual leg stayed on. The owl, it seems unscathed. Yeah, something's not right. I'm taking back command. You should get out of here. I can still fight. Oh, Jesus. Misato, Hoji, the Emilio protected me, but I don't think I can fight anymore. I broke a few bones too. V members. Go, forget about me. You can take them on by yourself. This is the weird, yeah. So it's a lot of they fight, apparently, against V. Sounding the whistle. What are they? They're pulling out? No. You people fought well, but we're done. Are they leaving? Suzuya? QS. The owl. It stopped moving. Suzuya? Get down! Oh, shit. Heidi noticed it first. Boom! It just blew up everybody. We're here. Let's see. I tell you need to wear a gas mask. You too, Kaneki, just to be safe. The air down here is bad. Thanks to saw rise. Let's get this over with and get out of here, half-ass. Sure. There's an opening up ahead with multiple paths branches from it. Looks like we're not the first ones to get here, though. Jesus, is this really what the poison is produced? Can you send me the feed? The spawn are protected at the root and sent to the surface. We need to eliminate it from the underground stem. The ones I'm seeing are not poisonous characters. I need you to go in deeper. Okay. Are they going to wake up? What is this feeling? Why am I feeling her? Oh, because Rise is the center. This is gross and it's slimy too. Aito, are you alright? Yeah, actually. The air's getting worse. I feel like I'm inside a bug. Aito might not be able to stay down here much longer. Kimi, the shape of the spawn here is different from the other ones. I see there must be ones carrying the poison. Kimi, is everything alright? I see something big. I think the oviducts are going out of it. And Dr. Khan notes, Kimi, the signals, let's keep going. But Ayato, you still need a guide. I'll be fine. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, shit. They're waking up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They all woke up. They all woke up. Chapter 168. Neo Edo. They're waking up. Jump. So you all jump down. Run. Check. Ayato takes off his backpack and throws it. It was like a bomb. I'll stop him. Go. You're the only one that can do it. Don't waste your energy here. It's straight ahead. Keep going, Kaneki. See you later. I'm counting on you, stupid brother. Ugh. Alright, because that's his brother-in-law. Tsukiyama, you alright, Banjo? I'm good, but the doves, the owls, highly compressed RC attack caused massive damage. How many people are still mobile? Confirming that right now, but that attack took over half our men. Damn it. Oh, here she is in the wheelchair. Here she comes. Kaio Mado. Investigators who are on patrol will be here in 2 minutes. Send them out to maintain the front line. Mado's here. We'll lose control. The perimeter's broken. The situation is still developing. Put yourself together. Regain the main line. Let's see. Ugh. Oh, Suzuya activated. I was saving this for an attack, but we need to regroup, Corey. Suzuya. The form that apparently can beat. Yeah. Let's see. Uri. Hisio. Anybody hurt? Aura. Suzuya Scud. We're good, right? Kyoyo. We need to maintain the front line. Hisio, we're going to live and celebrate. For everybody at the Huckabee Garden. Yeah. What, the owls are still moving. We can't hold this one off. A Kagune. It's wrapping around the owl. A QS? I thought you guys were phonies. Not bad. Nagachika, I heard a whistling sound before the attack. I heard it too. Does it have anything to do with the owl? Whistling. Anybody else hear anything? No, from the other investigators at the scene. The black suit seemed to know that the attack was coming. Only the ghouls heard it? What if that was the signal? The owl's attacks can be predicted. But Heidi noticed it. Akira, somebody's controlling the owl. Get me a map. The owl sighting locations. Black suit. The CCG position south. F squad. Cease scouting the area and head to your 7. Fuguchi. Yes. Engine sounds from the vehicles. People screaming. Footsteps. Breathing in the wounded. The vibration of the air. Further, further. Climb. I found them. They're on the roof of a building 3 blocks south. Doom. Uta, why are you No, stop it, Uta. Don't work with them. What the fuck are you doing? Get down there and help Yomo. The priest. Uh-oh. I think we're blown. This is fun. Yes, her senses are good. We need to move and find another blind spot. Sure thing. It's too bad. This was such a good spot. They figured out the owl was a puppet. One of the doves is sharp. Bam! In comes Ammon against the priest! Let's go. It's been a long time. Kotaro. Oh. Yomo versus Uta. Oh, I mean, I was excited for Ammon versus the priest, but Yomo versus Uta. Ren. I never really understood you. I still don't, but I will stop you. Sure you will. Why does Uta want to do this? I don't get it. Uta, what's your plan? What are you doing? Don't ruin Uta for me. God damn it. Uta and Yomo are going to go at it. God damn it. Like they used to. Bang, bang, bang. Just like old times, Renji. What you're doing is senseless. Alright, the priest. Boom. Alright, so Ammon versus the priest. Bang, bang, bang. They're going to fight each other. Boom. Oh, what? He ripped around the gate. That's ironic. Slam. Oh, ugh. He's pushing him back. Slam right through. The owl's power is fading. Ugh. So he blasted right through the priest. First shot. Good job. Ugh. Humph. The fusion of Quinkui and Kagune is interesting. You're not far behind even Hayase, Kotaro. However, what the fuck? I'm much more seasoned than he is. You think it's senseless? You'll understand soon. What the... Jesus. Saikano, you son of a... Let's see. That's Furata. And then what? You're still alive? Freaky Furata. Ugh. Okay, so Yomo versus Uta. You're such a warm guy. You used to live to avenge your sister. But you changed when you were picked up by Mr. Yoshimura. You began fighting for others, protecting your niece and nephew, finding hope in Kaneki. But it's not so clear-cut for me. These eyes have seen a lot. These ears have heard a lot. I'm constantly reminded that the world loves humans, not us ghouls. That cold void will always be there. That's why we keep hurting each other, keep bleeding, because we can't feel warmth. The clowns are fed up with despair. We'll keep playing the fool to remain sane. This is such shitty reasoning. I can't fucking... You know, this is such shitty reasoning because it's like, oh, the world loves humans. Yeah, well, white people and black people. Like, you could do this for anything. You're Japanese. The West hates you for Pearl Harbor. Like, you could do this for anything. Shut the fuck up, you crybaby. Don't do... You're doing Uta dirty with this shit. The whole Yeah, that cold void will always be there. It'll never leave. It's like if every single black person in America thought like that, we'd still be in the 40s. You know, we're not that great now, but we can be better, and we've proven that we've gotten better. Slow but sure. Not good enough yet, but we're getting there. So Christ's sakes, don't pull this shit. Don't pull this whole, oh, woe is me, they'll never understand us bullshit. God damn it. They literally just proved to you that there are people who do understand. Literally. Uta, you were front and center when you saw shit go down. The CCG is willing to work because you guys are such fucking Nazis about shit. You pushed humans to work with ghouls. When push comes to shove, that cold void disappeared. It's still remnants of it, but that unbreakable line all of a sudden wasn't so unbreakable. You just witnessed it, so your whole philosophy is fucking wrong. God damn it, so they ruined Uta at the end of Tokyo Ghoul Re. They ruined Uta. Fucking series, man. This fucking series. Yeah, ruin Uta. And have him kill Yomo right here. Because apparently that's what he did. Have him kill Yomo. Have him do that. Yeah, why not? Renji, I've dreamed of this day for so long. My hands covered in your blood, slowly reaching for your heart. It's so much fun. It's not fun for me. Nothing about this is fun. You're a friend, and I will not kill or be killed. And then he starts laughing like a maniac. I'm so glad you're my friend, Renji. You're always so genuine, never insincere. That's why you believe in this world. I have always wanted to eat you. Let me feel alive, Renji. This is trash. They ruined fucking Uta. So they ruined Uta for me. Great. Great. Evolution in Stars, Chapter 170. Please jump away from that bullshit. Oh, it is. Alright. Life is full of surprises, isn't it? What do you want? Returning something I borrowed from Ammon. Oh, you're here. The new one-eyed. You got matters to settle too, don't you? Want to join me? Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, they're seeing... Ammon's actually getting his ass kicked. God, hey, aren't you gonna what? Isn't he your... Why? Would you ask me that? Don't you want Ammon dead? Yeah, the priest would be too much for Ammon right now. You know what? One thing that I have a problem with, though, is since it's the end of the series, this is going to be his final fight. Ammon got shit on the entire series. He was good and was able to fight pretty handily and evenly with a lot of characters in the original series. He comes back with the Kagune. He's even stronger, and every time he shows up, he gets fucked. You don't bring back a fan favorite character just for him to get fucked in every single combat zone area throughout 179 chapters. That was a shit decision. Why bring Ammon back for this? This makes no fucking sense. Alright, so let's see. Oh, now we're back to Ammon versus Tosin. Oh, it's Tosin. Tosin went holification. So Uta is the new Tosin and went holification. Oh, Komamura, you're so ugly. I always wanted to fucking kill you. Fucking bullshit. Fuck this fucking shit. Fucking shit. So they fight. He's gonna get eaten. Blah, 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 apparently. And Gurg. Oh, no. Was Yomo eaten? Gurg. Whoa. And now... Nice. Oh, he's using his electricity version or whatever he's got now, though, which is kind of weird. Once again, when did Kagune start having elemental powers? No, huff, huff. Renji, you taste so good. Shut up. Alright, so now, aha, he's unscathed. Eat me? What's that got to do with what's happening right now? Because if you aren't forced to fight me, you never will. Okay? That's why you're doing this? It's very important to me. Ren, the reason doesn't matter. Just go along with it, will you? This makes no sense. So, Uta just wants to keep fighting Yomo in an endless duel, so he's like Kenpachi? Like, okay, fine, Danny, then be like Mihawk and Shanks. Don't pull this bullshit. Yeah, fuck makes... Bam. I caught a piece of you. Looks like you haven't lost your touch. No. Slam, bam, jam. Aha, this is nothing. Uta, we ain't kids no more. Electricity power. We can't be playing around anymore. Haha. But that's no fun, Renji. Did he win? The fuck? Okay. I guess that happened. Alright, now they're just in an alleyway. You beat me. Chapter 171, disappear. Ah, it's warm. I feel alive. Reminds me of back in the day. Maybe today I can kill him. Or maybe he'll kill me. Remember? Every day was so exciting. I mean, yeah, they used to fight all the time, but like, you remember that time when we both messed up our legs so bad that Tori had to carry us home? Didn't matter what we broke, how much we bled back then. Today was the most fun I've ever had. This makes no fucking sense. It's all over, isn't it? I had a bad feeling when you started working for Mr. Yoshimura. I felt like we were going to get separated. Renji, you remember what I said about your sister? I said I'd help you avenge her. I kept trying to get her back from Kishio Arima. But I couldn't. That means nothing now, does it? Yeah. I couldn't change, even when the world kept changing. Everybody's gone now. My parents, my brother, my sister, the people of the Fourth Ward. This world is all about loss. Like, what? We both felt that way. That this world is about loss. I lost my sister, Toka lost her father, and we still tried to convince ourselves that it was inevitable until I lost Antiquity. When Antiquity was gone, I didn't know what to think anymore. What was I supposed to do now? What do I have to do to stop and losing what I cared about? Would things have changed if I had struggled against it like Ken did? When I almost lost Toka and Ayato at Kokoli, I realized that if you want to stop losing who you care about, you have to stand up and fight. And there's something to be gained at the end of that. Something to be gained? Toka and Ken's baby. That. The two of us, the two of them, and the life that's about to be born. It makes me so happy, finding a connection with each other. Each another. What? Why is it finding a connection with each another? I think that's a typo. And keeping the connection. They taught me that there's more than just loss for us. It's the same for you. If you want to eat me, just keep trying. If that's what you want to do, do it. But I want to be an uncle, so I won't hold back. Just stop being a problem for other people. Well, technically, he'd be a great uncle. Yeah, because he's already an uncle to Toka and Ayato, so he'd be a great uncle to their baby. Stop being a problem for other people. You can be a problem for me as much as you want, because you're a friend. We're both adults now, aren't we? You mean to carry you? Ah ha ha ha. You got so strong, Renji. By the way, when Kaneki and Toka stopped by my shop, I thought, those two should hook up. Me too. What? Liar. I'm not like you. Oh, what? Ren's the only person who can change Uta. You are my pain. You kill me, you keep me alive. So Uta's not dead. And he went back to being a good guy when he shouldn't have been a bad guy. He was a bad guy for 2 chapters. 2 chapters of randomly having a random motivation to, I always wanted to eat you. Blah, 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 blah. And then he just went straight back to like, oh, but we've been friends our entire lives, so let's just go back to doing that. And yeah, and we'll help, and we'll be together with Ken and Toka and everybody, and we'll help raise a kid, and we'll be the most dysfunctional family in the world. Like, why the fuck did we just go through this? Like, I like this moment, but everything leading up to it made no fucking sense. Uta could have just been like, yeah, I was working with the clowns the whole time. I lost my place in the world. I didn't know what to do. And I've always just been playing like both sides of the playing field. And this was the best position of power, the best place to onlook and see what everything was going on. I never found a place to belong. This could have been done so much better. You know what I hate? I hate the fact that we get great writing, like in chapter 159 at the beginning of the stream. We get some great fucking insightful writing. Then they take a great character with great potential, which I can fix right now. Same line that leads us to this chapter. That the whole, he never felt, he felt that the world would always, regardless what change occurred, it would never change better for him. And it won't change better for everybody else and stuff. You can go on that line without him fighting, working for the clowns, still at this junction, fighting and trying to kill Yomo and trying to eat him. That makes no goddamn sense. At this point, Yomo and Uta should have teamed up and fought against somebody. And then Uta could have said, like, if Uta had said, now, we're not walking away anymore, you're going to fight to kill me because I don't. If he had went the whole suicidal route, I need you to kill me of all people because I don't want, if he had gone that route, even though it would have been bad, it still would have been better. This route was fucking shit. Because now everything's been forgiven. Like, oh, you want to eat me, just keep trying. It's like, he doesn't actually want to do that. So now the people and the clowns are all cool. Like all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe there's supposed to be like Carnage and the Joker and all these, I'm just crazy for the sake of crazy. Introduce a little anarchy. I'm supposed to believe that Uta randomly, he's a clown. You want to play with the clown. I'm Heath Ledger. Blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, like, we just forget all that. No, he's not crazy. He's not into chaos or anarchy. He's all good. He's going to be a good uncle. The fuck? What just happened in the last 3 chapters? We went from evil Tosin back to, okay, no, a very, very good, responsible guy who just felt a little lost in a world that hated him. Which, that line I can buy. I can't buy the last chapter. This fucking... Christ's sakes. God, that was bad. Why did you ruin Uta? Why? Uta was fine. Uta was fine. It would have been better had they forgotten about Uta and then Uta shows up at the end and it's like, where the fuck was he in the final battle? I would have rathered that. Let's see. What's the matter? I'm leaving. Grr. Ammon gets up. Do you get it? Huh? Take a good look. Hey. Ching. Ammon fighting. Not deep enough. He's had his chances. Can't he go all out? You're just like Ammon. Huh? How so? It's common knowledge in the CCG that Keturah Ammon was an orphan raised by a ghoul, and that he witnessed the cruelty of ghouls up close. Nobody hated ghouls or sought justice more than him. Everybody had high hopes for him. I was one of them. The ghoul he's fighting is Donato Porpora, the ghoul who raised him. Then why is he holding back? That's the ghoul he hated this whole time, isn't it? He can't kill him. You'd feel empty if you lost what you've clung to, wouldn't you? He's like you. It overlaps. Ammon and the guy who couldn't kill me. Grr. I couldn't come to terms with it at the time. I knew. Investigator Hoji would never lose to me. You bastard. Huff huff ugh. Keturah Ammon! Why are you still wearing that thing, huh? Ammon, I know you know. Why? Why am I still wearing it? This world is wrong. And it's you monsters that are distorting it. He was fighting, he was going all out. Yeah, there's the cross. To be convinced somebody is wrong without truly knowing them. Back to the Kaneki fight. I can't imagine that being right. Eye patch. Thanks to this body, I know now. Many ghouls should be and are reviled by humans. And that doesn't change, even by the standards of justice. The more I learned about this world, the more I realized that Donato Porpora is more evil than any of them. That is an indisputable fact. Why was I wearing a cross? I wore it to remind me of the days in the orphanage. I knew, but kept ignoring it. I never felt anything other than hatred for you. The world is wrong, and I, too, was distorting it. Ching! Oh, look at that badass sword combination. I loved him. I loved Donato. Because he was his father figure. Of course he was. And boom, and finally he killed him. Yeah. I hated him. I hated with every... Yeah. But he couldn't help but love... Of course he did. Because he raised him. And to him, he was the one who... See, that is how you do it. That makes sense. That makes total sense, all that. The Yoma Uta battle, which would have been great conclusion, we've been building to that for a long time, made no sense, especially with the conclusion. I like the conclusion. I don't like the reasoning for the battle in the first place. Way better reasonings. Kenpachi has better reasoning to fight than Uta did to fight Yomo. Okay? Like, Jesus. So there we go. So, yeah, of course he loved his father-like figure. And it makes sense. It really does. Who the fuck is texting me? Oh, wife. Apparently we're going to watch a Christmas movie tonight. Which would be nice. That'd be nice to do. Watch a Christmas movie. Cook some supper. I always cook a late supper. I always have, like, you know, snacks and stuff on a Friday before I do a stream, and then I end up cooking supper later. So. But yeah, wow. That's all I can say is just wow. Anyways, we're going to take a short break right here. I'm going to take a leak, grab another beer, and then we'll start off with chapter 172. I'm hoping we get this done within the next hour. Should be about a 3-hour stream. Maybe I'll get Miskin here. Maybe we'll do a little longer if I can get Miskin here. At the end of the stream, maybe we'll talk a little bit about Tokyo Ghoul Re overall once I finish it. I don't know. We may not. We'll just have to see how long it takes me to get through the last few chapters. So, because we're already on chapter 172, we're closing in less than 10 chapters to go, people. So, we'll be right back. And forgive me for taking a little bit of time. I still have a broken foot. Still got to climb the stairs. So, be right back. Alrighty. So I guess we can continue. I got no problem with that. Yeah, so So at least that conclusion to that fight was built up properly and everything, so. Let's see. Chapter 172, enough. Oh. So one of the clowns walks over. Crown. Haha, I lost. Goes to reach for him and decides not to. Then walk forward. We're leaving. Did you get what you want? The second crown bestowed on me. The second crown bestowed on me. The clowns. What was his first crown? Anyways, alright. And I committed many evil acts. So he was the leader of the crown, of the clowns, I guess. Fuck, I don't know anymore. Using my own incompetence as an excuse, I convinced myself it was the saga of a ghoul. I indulged myself in pleasure and cruelty. I sought meaning in blood and entrails. I even enjoyed the killing of orphans. Donato Papora is, as you know him, he is evil. I do not care how many humans became ghouls or how many lives are lost in this apocalyptic spectacle. People are smart. The city and its people will return with time. There is a tremendous energy available to recover from loss. Death and destruction are needed, just like cultivating a field. I cannot be there for the harvest, but this destruction will have been meaningful, hehe. And to meet my fate at the hands of an executioner of justice like you, it is truly a fitting end for me. It's perfect! The donuts. You made good donuts. Oh, here we go. You tucked me in on cold nights. When our dog died, you dug a grave in the hills. I also ate that dog's owners behind closed doors. Can you still say those are good memories? I can. No matter how hard I try to forget it, no matter how hard I try to hate you, I treasure the days I spent in that orphanage. I was an orphan and abandoned child, and you raised me. I know who you are. You're evil, a ghoul, a mass murderer, a man without a shred of conscience, but what's wrong with a son loving his father? Okay, see, this is good story writing. How did we go from shit to great, shit to great? What is going on here? Why do we get shit and then we get great? Then we get shit, then we get great. It's a fucking roller coaster here. They're just laughing. Father, that's brilliant. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and he's crying in the end. Yeah. The laughter rang out until his last breath. The owl is moving. Prepare for pursuit. See Toka with... Alright, well, this is a surprise. Alright, now we're back to Kaneki and Fuckface. A mere offering to the dragon is still alive. I hate... the Tokyo Ghoul refocusing on this Ferrata guy being a clown and being V and being this and the Washu and the whole 9 yards is just fucking ridiculous, honestly. A mere offering to the dragon is still alive. My brother's talking about how he made a cheese sauce for the broccoli. I mean, Jesus Christ. I can't stand my brother sometimes. I'm going to be real with you. Because, like, we've been having cheese sauce on our cauliflower and broccoli for fucking 25 years. You know, and all of a sudden he fucking starts doing it. And it's like, oh my God, it's so fucking good. It's like, yeah. You know that thing that you never wanted to put on your vegetables when we were children, teenagers, adults? Once you got out on your own, all of a sudden you discovered it. It really irritates me sometimes, not gonna lie. But anyways, let's see. Well, what brings you down here? Wait a second, you're not here to stop this thing, are you? Vroom. Oh shit. Whoa, you seriously, aren't you? Don't you want to ask me something before you attack me? We've got a lot to talk about, don't we? Like why and how? All You like that sort of thing, don't you? All that why I fight kind of stuff, right? I'm not interested. Proper thing. Shut this fucking guy up. Kill him once and for all. I still don't know how he's alive. Why so serious? Alright, you ruined Heath Ledger's line. You gotta die now. Ferrata ran. The history of the Washoe family he was planning to unravel. His best jokes. Well, that is something I want to know. The history of the Washoe family. That's unfortunate. We're not going to know that. All the words he had prepared raced back and forth between his frontal lobe and sort of blah blah blah, tickle blah 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 blah. Wow, you really are so strong. You sure are the king. So this is the Edo thing right back. You know, being like, oh my god, I'm so scared, and then he's going to attack. Perhaps it's not kingly to chase around an insect like me. Are you listening? Stop! And then boom, yeah, hits him. Yeah, no, Kaneki got smacked. Boom. Ha 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 ha. You're still an idiot, assistant special investigator. Coming down here all by yourself thinking you're a hero and try to force things as always. You're a thug. When are you ever going to learn? Don't you think I'd let you kill me that easily, did you? Let me tell you something. I'm actually pretty strong. Yeah. And so now Kaneki's ready for battle. Which, once again, none of this makes any sense because he lost to Suzuya. So none of this actually makes any sense anymore on a power scaling perspective. Let's see. Chapter 173, Sidestep. The boy training with the adults. Who is he? The youngest child of the Ferrata branch family. Why do you ask, Kishio? He's talented. I thought he was the kind to play flowers with girls, but he's actually well grounded. And like his mother, he has a knack for being loved. Of all the illegitimate children, Tsuyoshi is particularly fond of him. Be that as may, he's still on the bottom rung of the Washoe family. He'll only get so far. Alright, so they fight. Oh, gotcha. Wasn't deep enough. How about? Ching, got you. I'm not done yet. Boom, boom, boom. They're still fighting. Boom, boom, boom. Slash, bang, boom. He's getting work. I've always wanted to go all out with you in a sword fight. Alright, so he's going to form a sword. Wow, looks sharp. Bang. Come on, cut me. Do it. No fair. Come on, let's stick to swords. Oh. Slash right across. Oh, I'm tingling. Cut him right across. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Games aren't fun unless lives are on the line. Safeguards make everything boring. We're just the pieces on a board, so let's play. He's released his weird fucking Kagune. Assistant Special Investigator. Okay, they fight. And once again, they fight is really cool, but I'm just so sick of this fucking shit. I'm just glad it's going to be over soon. And I, the art is still very good and everything like that, but they fight. Stabs him, tries to cut his head off. Come on, get up. Boom, finale. He's going to stab him. Nope, he twists. Catches the blade with his teeth. Well, actually, it still went through his mouth, but he caught it. Grin. Ching. Let's play. You really are strong. You've been having fun toying with me. I don't have your talents. I'm not strong. I'm not smart. I couldn't save the world, let alone a small country. I kept losing to you. That's why this time I have to. I will. I will beat you. I'll beat you and save everybody. Humans and ghouls. Oh, now he's going... Alright, now he's going all out. Alright, Kaneki. Come on. Show your shit. Show your shit. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. It's chapter 174. Do. Or do not. There is no try. Shing. Oh, man. Oh, look at this shit. Boom. He's attacking hardcore. And now... Boom. We're back to young Ferrata. Nomura, what are you doing? Sir, our family tree. We die young. Everybody dies around 30. Unfortunately, the branch families like Ferrata, Arima, and Kayako are like that. Were they sick? Not exactly. It's their blood. It's our ancestors' selfishness. You're too young to understand. Oh, then I guess I should make sure to do everything I want in the time I have. I mean, that's definitely a good idea, but Okay, Ferrata's finally being overpowered. You son of a... You think you're a hero or a protagonist? It's hilarious. You're part of what destroyed this world. You saw the city, didn't you? What do you think? What do you think? The corpses everywhere. Corpses. You will fall again tonight. You will ruin everything. You think you have me on my knees? You are hilarious. It's not enough. You failed at all of that. I loved watching every minute of it. You can try all you want, but there are things you can't change. When you tried protecting yourself at the Aragiri hideout, you're just a shallow narcissist. It's been fun, though. It's been fun. Killing the Washu family, putting an end to the CCG, taking all these lives. I have unleashed the dragon on the world. But that's not nearly enough. I want everything. And now, okay, now he's completely, like, gone demonic. They're both basically... Alright, now I don't even understand what's going on, but they're two demon creatures fighting each other. One's got the swords of revealing light, and one's dragon snake thingy. More, everything, more, everything. I want it all, and... What? What? So... He sees himself... Does he have a kid and a wife? Does he have 2 kids and a wife? Does he? The fuck? Slash, he was cut in half. I don't even know what that means anymore. Does he have a wife? Maybe. Christ knows. Or is that him envisioning what he could have had? That's all he wanted? Kagome, the bird in the basket. Oh, when will it come out? Did he lose them? Does he have them? I don't know. Chapter 175, King of Insects. Assistant Special Investigator. Do you ever think that everything is meaningless? Alright, we're moving on. Okay, we're jumping away from that. The owl stopped moving, set a perimeter around it, and down it with a suppressant. All that's left are the black hats. We got eyes on multiple hostiles approaching the battleground. Are those all ghouls, black dopers, and the apes? Something doesn't seem right about them. Wait, the devil... Wait, what? He created such perverse quinquis. We lost a truly talented man in Kano. Let's have some coffee when this is done. You must be kidding. Glad I found them before they rotted. Koma, Imuri, the battle on the island was so much fun. Sikon, that best. Wait, what? But they're alive. What? Alright, I'll look it up at the end, but the Devil Ape and Amiri came back. And we were like, wait, what? They're back? And what the hell? And they were fine. How, what? Now they die for real? So they died at the end of the last series. You spent 100 chapters. You brought them back randomly, though we like to see them. Made no sense, and now you brought them back just to kill them off to become quinquis. What? Spilados. What? Also known as Orgel. It's a proposal that I thought had been rejected. Self-sustaining humanoid quinquis, but using Kakuo control and remote activation mechanism technology. What? They're able to fully utilize the ghoul's natural abilities. I saw a trial run in Germany once. It was not successful. The CCG and the remains of Washu should be brought down. You knew, didn't you, Murata? How the Washu family supported their feeding habits. That's why you confronted Yoshitoki about it on the ship. Wait, so were they ever back? Were they being... What? I don't know. The Washu family was eating the corpses of investigators. That's what the CCG is. Graveyards for bodies was our job. We have the power now. We are the masters of the law. From now on, we will create the order that suits us, just as the Washu once died. As once did, I assume is what they mean. That Quinquies. Did the owl strike again? Corey, slam. Okay. Forevermore. Boom, boom, boom. They're fighting. This makes no fucking sense. Bang. Protect the Suzuya squad. QS is working. They're going to fight V. Things taking a while to load. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, bam, bam. Out of the way, boom, the blade has been sucking blood. Slam, stop. Mocking my friends from Antiquity. Oh, Yomo showed up. One after another, you guys are nothing but Kuzan's messenger crows. And in comes from the top. What? Somebody cutting them? Yoshimura? Create order, huh? As if you could create order. Hanging upside down. Wait, what? As if you could create order with your antiquated ideas. Now that we've lost the balance, we've got a shit ton to discuss. The white hat, the white suits are back? If you go crazy, boys, a united front, if you aren't willing to get out of our face, let's go, bro. Let's do it. Monsui. Yeah, bro. Holy... Everybody's coming back to life and everybody's dying. I have no fucking clue what's going on anymore. Chapter 176. Someday it will all be meaningless. Lose. 176. As a child, I used to think, living, dying, creating, consuming, none of it has value, no meaning. It's all worthless. You, your wife, your child, your friends, even your enemies. Everybody dies. Someday nothing will exist. The world is like a toy chest. If it makes you feel any better, in a few trillion years or something like a few billion years, the sun is going to get too hot and eventually consume Mercury, Venus, and then inevitably the Earth. So, and eventually it'll become supernova and blow up the galaxy. So, like, there's a finite amount of time on the planet anyways. You play as long as you can, but once playtime's over, that's it. The chest is closed and it'll never open again. That's when I decided to ruin everything. I feel sorry for you, Assistant Special Investigator. You keep trying in this worthless world. Coming down here was even your idea. If you hadn't encountered Rise, you never would have had to take on this difficult role, right? Ferrata, I was just another person, someone who liked to read. But from the day I met Rise, I was isolated from the human world. Everything changed. My life was threatened. I was even tortured. I lost people I cared for, because I was weak. But I also found a place to belong, made friends, met my mentor, and I found love. After all my mistakes and all the pain I've inflicted, I still can't think of it as meaningless. Even if I had known that it was coming, I think I still would have gone to see Rise. It was all necessary to me. This world isn't wrong. It just is. Even if someday, that's a good... I like that. Even if someday it'll all be meaningless, I'm going to keep striving like I am right now, Ferrata. You're the only one I could never understand. I guess this dark hole is where I'll die. Seriously, this world is seriously screwed. Hey, and Special Investigator. If I told you I wanted a normal life, you'd laugh, wouldn't you? No. So he's thinking back. He's thinking back. Oh, he's watching himself with Rise. Oh, come on. Hey, Rise. I hope things will always be this way, even when we're old. I never want to be old, Nomura. What? Really? It'll be fun. Yeah, it will be. For some reason, we're getting like a thin hair or something across it. Okay. Okay, Kaneki. Poison conduct is up ahead. Kaneki, promise me you'll come back safe. And boom, inside. What do we do? Chapter 177. Here we go. Here we go. Chapter 177. We're so close to the end. And, you know, Misk was right. Even though I've been talking about everything and taking my breaks, we're only 2 hours into the stream. There's no fucking way I would have made this last 2 streams. Chapter 177, entitled Outcome. If I were to write a book with me as the main character, it would be a tragedy. Okay? Actually, that's true for everyone. Not for me yet. I mean, I'm healthy, happy, and handsome. The fuck you talking about? Except, I have a broken foot, my wife's not here, and I'm only a 7 out of 10. But other than those things, yeah. A novel with him as the protagonist, a movie with her as the lead. All of us. We're all main characters in a tragedy. We all take things. And we all... Alright, so now he's got to fight against a bunch of monsters. And we all have something taken from us. That's all we can do. It's who we are. Rise. Take and be taken. He's fighting capture and be captured. Obey and be obeyed. Do and be done unto. We keep fighting not to lose something, and yet the people and places we love will inevitably be lost. We will be forgotten. Oh, he took a big hit there. Life is tragic. Empty. And, oh Jesus, he was eaten up by the teeth. Yet, boom! Even though we know we'll lose our lives, even though we know we won't exist, we continue seeking, continuing hoping for the beauty. So I ask myself, which do I choose? I choose this. I will keep choosing. Keep being chosen. That's all it is. I'm sorry. I'm going to kill you, Rise. That's all it is. Thank you. Well, shit. That was dark. Misk is in here. Okay, Misk is in here at the end chapters. It said the thin line is his eyes closing. It just looked really weird. Looked like it was supposed to be a hair or something. Misk said, if you want to think about it, everyone's life would be a tragedy since the main character would die at the end. I mean, technically, but that's assuming that, I mean, death is a natural part of life, you know. Everybody dies eventually. So, you can look at it as tragic, or you cannot. You know, a tragedy to me is like somebody dying at 13, or a baby dying. That's a tragedy. Somebody who's 95, loved for 95 years, went through heartache and tragedy and stuff, but also love and affection and good family and 95 years worth of good memories. When the 95-year-old grandmother dies or grandfather dies, that's not tragic. Them dying at the end of their life is not tragic. That's 95 years of living. That's very glasses all the way full. You know. I see the argument, but yeah. Miss says, but tragedies are generally pretty good too. True, and a good tragic story, but I would argue that death after a full life is not tragic. I would argue leaving, you know, as I said, a baby dying, a teenager dying, a son, a daughter, you know, losing your dad when you're only like 15 years old, like a dad that's only 38. Like if I just had a kid and I died, you know, in an accident, that's a tragedy because now I've left my wife and son behind. But, you know, because I didn't get a whole life, you know. But yeah. Miss said, I think he means a tragedy in the Greek theater sense. I mean, true, but then every story is technically a tragedy. You know, as you pointed out, so. Anyways, let's see. White and Rabbit, chapter 178. Let's see. So Kaneki killed Rise, apparently. He's just looking on. Something's rumbling. Everything's rumbling. Everything's dripping. Everything's Kaneki. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Ah, you stupid thing. Load up properly. Oh. Is these V fucking immortal people finally dead? Okay, what is up with the loading on Viz right now? Last 2 chapters and I haven't been able to load shit. Okay. Rumble, rumble, rumble. The V guy was just killed off, I think, permanently, finally. Yomo is there. Thanks, Yomo. Rest, Como. Don't mention it. To all, damn it, Nishio, to all personnel. So, they weren't really alive, they were manipulated Quinkui with the... What? Fuck that then. Fuck that. That makes no goddamn sense and I hate it. I hate that idea. I hate it. There's a lot to hate about this ending. Enemy forces are down to 10%. They're beginning to flee. All units except pursuit cease all engagement. There's Uri and everybody. Begin treating the wounded. I repeat, cease all engagement. And Kaneki trying to get to Ayato. Run, run, run. And blow. Oh shit, now he's being devoured. Seemingly devoured into the darkness. And he's reaching for the light. He sees a light. Hey Kaneki, I've been watching you all this time. And Toka looks out the window. Then Maman's wife. I'm scared just waiting here. Are you scared too? I am. I'm scared too. So Sayako, will you wait with me? She smiles. Sure. See a butterfly. And it still won't load the last page. I get 18, 19. I can't get 20, 21, or 20. For fuck's sakes, you dumb cunt. God, I get pissed off easy. I just don't want to miss anything. I don't know if it's fucking... You know, I know my internet connection is fine. I know it's Viz. It's just Viz being fucking Viz. So after I refresh, let's try it. Loading, loading, loading. Okay, there's 18, 19. Really? I reloaded just to see a little fucking butterfly go away? That's what I waited for? Fuck you. Okay. So... Final chapter, 179, Goat's Song. Okay, alright. Goat's Song. There's a butterfly. Looks like Heidi. Apparently he's having... He must be had some surgery on his face because his neck is all good and stuff. He's wearing a mask for some reason, but maybe it's all or something. Tokyo changed after that. You're clear, you're clear. Our fight against the CCG and Nomura Furuta became known as the Dragon Assault, resulted in the destruction of a single poisonous oviduct and the containment of the spread of ROFs. But the remaining oviducts continue to produce non-poisonous spawn that still attack people. Why don't you just destroy them then? Blow them up. They have been designated dragon orphans, a common enemy to humans and ghouls alike. Tokyo CCG office was disbanded and reorganized as the Tokyo Security Committee, or TSC. Half of its members are former CCG investigators. One day you bet. The battle continues even after 6 years. Let's see. Yo, Nagachiko, we've been waiting for you. Okay, my eyes got worse. Let's see. So we have Murata is now the director. The longtime Section 2 commander was appointed the director of the TSC. He dedicated himself to... Alright, so now we're getting the Fire Emblem ending of what happened to all our characters. So he became the director during its inception in early days before eventually relinquishing his position to Takashi Hoji, Kosei Hoji's uncle. Mabuchi was the intelligence chief, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. So we have Tsukiyama. The head of the Tsukiyama family served as the representative of the United Front of a Ghoul organization that assisted the TSC. He reassembled the Tsukiyama group to provide necessary equipment to the cleanup effort. After consulting with his father, Mirimo, the Tsukiyama family fortune was used to fund the reconstruction of Tokyo. Let's start the briefing. Banjo, United Front deputy representative, brought the 100 ghouls under his command to work with him alongside Tsukiyama in the United Front. The Ichima brothers, they continued to support Banjo, and Jiro later married Banjo. They held a ghoul-style wedding organized by Shu Tsukiyama. Who's Jiro? Is that the third person? Okay. Take care of that Northern Front situation, will you? Yeah, I will when I see them. Sir, have you given any thought to what we talked about? Sheesh. Now you want to talk about... I'll just have to learn. This text is so bad. Well, the TCC is sharpening. So Matsuri Suzuki, the last surviving member of the Washer family, had a claim to the position of the Bureau. Is he a ghoul or not? If he's a Washer, like, I don't understand anymore. Had a claim to the position of bureau chief under the old CCG regime, but chose to give up that right and instead served as a general TSC employee. He gathered Washer family history and continued to research into the dragon orphans. He took the name Suzuki after separating from his wife, and as they had no children, the Washer family bloodline ended with him. We should be alright. I mean, that's, I guess, good, but so he is a ghoul? Does he know it? Does he not? Like, I have questions. Aura, appointed head of the TSC Academy to develop the next generation of TSC. Marsha, she remained single her entire life. Ooey boy. Let's see. It's been a long time, sir. Mogen Tanakaramura entered the priesthood. Oh, okay, cool. Just wanted to show how you were doing at the academy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm busy. We got a pretty gruesome case in the 4th. A case? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Tokage served as the instructor at the TC Training Center but was stabbed to death by a student. Well, it's about time. It's about time that dude died. He kind of deserved it. Hiroko. Here we go. If Investigator Hiroko had taken the job, I wouldn't have to deal with this kind of stuff. Do you ever see Hiroko, boys? Sometimes with Aito. Let's see. Offered the position of deputy head of the academy, but declined. He cared for his grandparents until their deaths. He later lived as a civilian, but stayed in contact with Ui and Ito. He never spoke about his new job, but Ito believed he worked as a funeral parlor. Oh, okay. Ito transferred to the CCG's Kansai branch, where he continued to work with ghouls. Come as a rank 1 investigator, he liked to pretend that he could speak the Kansai dialect. And stuff. Okay, characters we don't care about. We could use all the help we can get. Squad leader, boom. Let's see. We have Ori and Arima, senior marshal and assistant special marshal. They're becoming a lot more active again. We keep seeing new generations of dragon orphans. They're evolving rapidly. They're looking more and more human, too. I hear some with the intelligence of a 5-year-old are leading a group of them. Maybe a long time ago, something like the Dragon Assault happened and created ghouls. You guys go on ahead. I'm going to go see Shirazu. Yes, sir. You got here before me, Haru. Uri. Haru Shirazu. Shirazu's younger sister who had been hospitalized for ROS. How are you feeling? No more outpatient treatments. They said it'll be fine if I stay on the medication. Good. So at least they cured the sister. That's good. Against Shizuru, during the course of his duties, Uri exhaustedly searched Hiroshima, where Shizuru's body was believed to have been taken. After 3 years of searching, a body was discovered with the signs of the QS procedure and was later determined to be Ginshi Shirazu's remains. He was buried with the other heroes of the CCG. The regenerative medicine. Haru Shirazu's ROS went into remission. Uri, Yonabashi, and Mitsuki paid for her treatment. The advancements of regenerative medicine via dragon orphan cells saved many patients previously thought to be untreatable. How about dinner at the show too? Really, I'd love that. The Suzuya squad. The entire S3 squad, led by Suzuya, was transferred to the TSC, where they became the most effective unit in the committee. Let's see. Huff. Sir. Huff. Investigator Shinohara? Juzo? Oh, Shinohara. He got hair randomly, but he woke up. Isn't that nice? The advancement of regeneration medicine was the greatest consequence of the Dragon Assault. It saved the lives of many patients often otherwise deemed hopeless. Yeah, and Juzo finally became a fleshed out character. It only took fucking 400 chapters for us to give a shit, but okay, fair enough. And Juzo, like is just so happy that the real parental figure that Juzo ever had is finally awake. Juzo became one of the TSC's top marshals, widely respected for his achievements and skills, earned the rank of Dragon General, TSC's highest distinction. Alright, so everybody's sobbing. We don't care about all these people. I don't even know their names. Shinohara said, in a vegetative state for years, but made a miraculous recovery thanks to advancements in medicine. He was never involved with the TSC after the dissolution of the CCG. However, he assisted the committee from behind the scenes by keeping in touch with Dragon General Suzuya and Director Murata and providing them with advice. Well, look at this. My hair's all gray now. Also, come on, boys. Naki and stuff. Okay, what happened to the white suits? Let's see. Joined the United Front with Tsukiyama and the others, helped educate Ghoul orphans, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, the introduction of synthetic foods. The synthetic foods. TSC laboratory developed synthetic foods Ghouls could safely ingest, initially called synthetic meat. The name was later changed to the more synthetic foods after several years of experimental rationing. Dr. Chigio, Ghoul laboratory gained support and expanded. This is awful. Does it taste like horse manure? That's actually an improvement. So, Nishiki Nishio and Kimi Nishio. Dedicating himself to supporting Kimi in her research, he often volunteered to be her test subject. Kimi continued researching ghouls. One of her dreams was to adjust ghoul palates so they could enjoy human food. Her other dream was to take the name Nishio. Oh, see, it looks so similar. I assumed you already had the name. So yeah, they're eventually going to get married. Madame A. Oh, Jesus, that bitch still alive. Awakened to agriculture. Learn the pressures of food and life. Photographed here with some... Okay. Hori. Yeah, where the fuck did she come from? Why was she okay? Exhibited her photos of the Tokyo devastation overseas. After several years assisting the TSC, she returned to casual photography, remained lifelong friends with Shu Tsukiyama randomly. Just random character. Some ghouls, however, continued to harm humans. Sir. It's Shikoke. Fall back, fall back. Shiko-Rei. Able to absorb RC cells of other ghouls. I don't remember. Who's Shikoge again? Able to absorb the RC cells of other ghouls, giving him the special ability to form new Kagune. Absorbed the cells of Dragon Orphans, became a Kakuja. Many civilian CSC agents fell victim to him. He set a record for the most casualties as an individual ghoul and became the most dangerous ghoul since the inception of the TSC. I don't even remember who the fuck that is. Just to be honest with you guys, who the fuck is Shiko-Rei? I have no idea. Takizawa, here we go. Went missing after the dragon assault. Many eyewitness accounts reported and a half Kakuja preying on ghouls. There you go. Let's see. While some didn't. Let's go. Hey Haru Shira, hope you can stay for dinner. Okay, who do we got here? We got Yusa, we got Suzu Sansa, people I don't care about. Uri. Uri is a successful QS leader who helped with the next generation, and Yonibashi don't care. Mitsuki do not care. Hoji do not care. I am losing all interest here. Nope, don't care about any of these people. Let's go. Yo, Ayato, Hanami. Oh, Ayato looks good. Let me guess, they finally got together. Nagachika, hi. What are you two doing together? Going to visit? He misses his niece. No, I don't. Ayato joined the United Front, led operations at elevated positions, and were difficult for marshals to access and eradicating dragon arms with outstanding leadership. Sounds like him. And Hanami taught reading and writing at the United Front's orphanage for ghouls, accompanied by Ayato when she's shopping in rural areas. Yeah, they're totally together. They're totally banging. Would you like to join us? Which, once again, no sense that she joined the Awagiri tree. So, them being together as a couple makes sense for Tokyo Ghoul Re, makes zero sense for Tokyo Ghoul, because they shouldn't have had any interaction to begin with. But we're here. Where is what it is. It's the end of the series. Would you like to join us? Actually, on my way too. Let's see. Little babies are cute, aren't they? Ayato, yeah. Why are you asking? So, there's the Kuraiwa. Had a child and worked for the TSC, Ori's best friend. Raised her son and continued baking for fun. Oh, ain't that cute. Did she ever meet with Toka again? Like, where's that interaction? Like, seriously. Where's that interaction of her talking to Toka again? Kuraiwa. Hospitalized before the dragon assault, but served as Murata's aide once his neck healed. Oh, that's good. He's alive. Because we never saw what fucking happened. Don't know who that is, so don't care. Yomo. Gasp. Oh, yeah. I like that. You said you wanted to be a good uncle. I guess this is embarrassing. Ayato. Renji. That's adorable. That's adorable. He's the ultimate uncle right there. Uta. Let's see. Planned attacks on Yomo. Designed masks and silver accessories. Probably lived happily as long as Yomo was alive. That still doesn't make sense. Still being attacked by Uta? Yeah. I'll help you if you want. He needs his ass kicked. Sure. So, I don't. Itori enjoyed whatever Uta said. She may never have told her feelings for him. Well, that's unfortunate. Nico remained drinking buddies with Itori and Uta. Eventually went south to find love. Whatever. Hey, Toka. Aw, look at her being a good housewife. She's so cute. So kawaii. Hey, Heidi. Renji Yomo often visited Toka and Kaneki between Uta's attacks to see their daughter. Of course he did. Clang, clang. Wait, let me guess. Kaneki's alive, I'm just saying. Kaneki's not dead. Let's see. We bumped into each other. Oh, everybody's here. There's Banjo, there's everybody. Who's this little princess? Shoo, you've gotten even more beautiful, your royal highness. Oh, I love that they all dote on her. That's awesome. Maman's wife. This is from Muchi, an apple. Thanks, our girl loves fruit. We should write a thank you letter to Toru, right? Hey guys, the world keeps changing. There's Kaneki. Ken Kaneki. He nearly drowned in the dragon's fluids after eradicating it, but was rescued by Ayato Kirishima. Returned to the surface in bad shape and slept for 2 whole weeks, provided assistance to both the TSC and the United Front. Director Murata needs her help again. Okay. You know you don't have to keep helping us, right? I want to. Heidi. Does all the talk about me bother you? Wait. Does all the talk about me bother you? I may have come to terms with what I did, but not everyone accepts my actions or even my existence. I still wonder if the world changed for the better or for the worse, but you don't want to be helpless, right? How many times are you going to say that? I don't say it that much. Okay, 2 or 3. You sure about that? Okay, maybe 4 times. Hideyoshi Nakachika lived in an orphanage after his school investigator father died when he was in elementary school. Was adopted and later met Ken Kaneki. Using his experience with the CCG and the TSC, he traveled around the world to help spread the peace off efforts of the United Front. Don't push yourself too hard, you too, Heidi. He and Kaneki remained best friends their entire lives. Careful. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. The end. Well, as far as an ending goes, I mean, that was an epilogue chapter. It was an epilogue chapter, and they're always usually pretty solid. What do you expect from an epilogue chapter, right? Like, realistically speaking. It was an epilogue chapter. Was this a good ending? No. Did it make sense? No. However, overall, Tokyo Ghoul Re, I would argue, here's what I would argue. Don't read Re. Read Tokyo Ghoul. If you love Tokyo Ghoul, don't read Re. Simple. Save yourself a lot of pain and agony. Re was a good series. Just assume that the series got cut before season 2. And just move on. If I could do it all over again, I would have chosen not to read Re. There are way more problems, way more character flaws, just way more bullshit with Re. All Re does is taint Tokyo Ghoul. It doesn't accentuate it in any possible way. As far as I'm considered. I think all it does is sort of take away, because now I don't like Uta anymore that much. Like, now Uta's been taken down a peg. Now Ammon's been taken down a peg. Now fucking, I don't know. Like, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my hand. Or top of my head. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I was going to recommend, I would recommend, out of the 2 series, here's what I would recommend. I would recommend that if anybody came to me and had no knowledge of it, I would say read Tokyo Ghoul, never read Re. That would be my initial response. If they want to read Re, that's fine. In the same way that I would say, after chapter 300, don't read 7 Deadly Sins. You don't need to. I'll tell you what happened. I'll show you the 2 episodes worth watching, and then you can watch the ending episode. Because there's no good reason to watch the rest of that, because it was such garbage. So, I think that's what I would do. I don't know. Misk is still in here, and he says, Shikorai was the weird one going around with the clowns. Okay, sure. Like, this is how little I cared about all the characters leading up to this point, is that it just, Miss said, well, now it's over. Yeah, and I wish I could say, like, holy shit, that was fantastic. And, I mean, there were some great chapters. Let's be real. There were some 10 out of 10 great chapters. There was some great writing. There were some great chapters, great art. There was a lot of good things. But as an overall sphere, for every 10 out of 10 chapter, I got 9 fucking zeros. So, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I can't love it. Miss said, hopefully you'll enjoy Kengan when you get around to starting that, which will be in the new year. That'll be in the new year. 2022, after the new year, we will start our Friday night streams read through once again. And what we will do is we will get to start Kengan, which I heard I will enjoy. So, I'm looking forward to that. Nevi's in here and said, you certainly will. Apparently I will. Apparently I will enjoy this Kengan. I hear it's a fighting manga. So, like martial arts manga. So that sounds pretty good. There's a lot of, from what I understand, my limited experience, there's a lot of, there's martial arts, there's fighting, and it's tournament based. There's a lot of tournaments. Like it's a karate manga or something like that. So, that sounds pretty cool to me. I've read many of those. So, I'm sort of excited for that, really. And I'm glad that we got through this. I am glad that I didn't drop it, so now I can criticize it properly. Though, at the very end, I will admit, like, for every positive thing, they had to take it down a peg. Like like I was actually enjoying it, and then they tore Uta's character down completely and made him a bad Tosin. It's like, why did you do that to Uta? Why? Why did you do that? You didn't need to do it. Didn't even need to do it. Didn't need to. We got the epilogue chapter anyway, so we didn't even need to know where he was in the final battle. Right? I wish they had pulled a... What the fuck was Isshin Kurosaki doing at the end of Bleach that whole time, you know? Because Kubo ran out of time. I would prefer that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Miss said, the first 20% of Kengan Ashura is set up. The remaining 80% is an outstanding tournament arc. Well, I read Record of Ragnarok, and all that has been is 1 chapter of setup and 57 chapters of tournament. So, I'm good with that. I got nothing against a good tournament arc, that's for sure. Nothing against a good tournament arc. So, that'll be exciting. I imagine the power scaling is just out to lunch for the series like that, though. Like, who's going to beat who and that kind of shit. I imagine the power scaling in Kengan is just out to fucking lunch. Miss said, Kengan Ashura is an outstanding martial arts series. Kengan Omega is a pretty good average one. Well, which one am I reading? Miss said, so you only need to stream Ashura. Oh. Okay, is Ashura, like, what's Omega? A prequel or a sequel or what's going on? I thought one of them was still going on. Miss said, oh yeah, it's debates for days. I can, don't get me wrong, for some reason I can see that. Go figure, martial arts manga, power scaling. Huh. You know? Miss said, Omega is the sequel. Oh, okay. So Ashura is actually finished and Omega is the one that's currently running. And it's ongoing. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Well, then I can't promise that I'll read Omega, but I'll tell you what I will do. I'll read Ashura. We'll do the read through for Ashura. How many chapters is Ashura? Like, are we talking 300 chapters or what? Never said Omega is a sequel that focuses on a backgroundish thing from Ashura. So, like the prequel trilogy of Star Wars? Like, it's like, oh yeah, it happens after the fact. It's released after, but it's really about shit that happens before. You know? Neve said Ashura is 230 to 240. Okay. Alright, so a 250 odd chapter series. Okay. Okay, well that'll keep me busy this in 2022. That'll keep me pretty busy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a little busy. Miss said, I think Ashura is 237 chapters, but there are a lot of bonus chapters from the volumes that I recommend reading. Okay, interesting. You said, no, Omega is 2 years after Ashura. Oh, okay. Well, you said it focused on backgroundish things from Ashura, so... It's like, yeah, it's a sequel, and it happens 3 years later, but we get background information from things in Ashura, so that's like, sort of, like a prequel inside of a sequel? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm probably not going to read it, but... Miss said, there was stuff going on in the background of Ashura that is now the main focus of Omega. Ah, there we go. So that's actually more of a, what do you call that? Not a parallel. It's sort of like a parallel, but when a series is going on at the same time, you know, technically, it's like after the fact, but it's actually talking about things that, yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter that much. Considering I'm going to read Ashura, and then we'll talk about Omega. Maybe I'll read Omega on my own time if I feel like it. But the next read through the series will be Ashura. And after that, I have no fucking clue what I should read after that. I have no clue. Maybe I'll finally get around to Fruits Basket. For surprisingly, out of all the classic mangas I have read, I have never read Fruits Basket. That would change it up a little bit. Miss said, yeah, it'll make sense later anyways. Oh, well, there we go. It'll make sense later. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Yeah. So, actually, that's surprising. 2 hours, 41 minutes of a stream. And we finished 20-odd chapters of an ending of a series. I mean, that's you know. I'm glad Miss told me don't split it up because, like, the intention was to get through it all, and apparently I have. Let's see what's going on here. Neve said, Omega is a good read in your own time if you find the unresolved things from Ashura interesting enough. Fair enough. Well, we'll see how I feel about Ashura, and then I'll see if I read Omega in my own time. And after that, we're going to have to figure out what series I read next. But I feel like Ashura is going to keep me busy for the following months, the beginning half of 2022, just fine for Friday night reads. So I think we're going to do just fine. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of it for the stream. Didn't really plan anything else for tonight, so I wasn't sure if this was going to take me longer, so I started as early as I was available. But now I can go and get a couple of chores done, watch a Christmas movie with my wife, that kind of fun jazz. Oh, we had a blizzard the other day, so I took a picture of all the lights and stuff outside. That'll be posted in my Discord, and maybe I'll miss Discords too, just to be like, hey, look, snow, Canada, Christmas, you know. I took a picture of the outside of the house. Not a great picture, but a picture's a picture, right? Just because all the snow was down and stuff, and it's Christmassy, and I like it, so. I'll be sharing that on my Discord in the general chat, and then somewhere in Misks, I'm sure. But anyways, yeah, so since there's nothing really else, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and drink responsibly as always. And don't forget, Jujutsu Kaisen review will be out tomorrow. Ayakashi Triangle review will be out on Sunday or Monday, and there is no One Piece chapter this week. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, the reaction. I didn't really enjoy Tokyo Ghoul Re, but I got through it all. I hope you guys at least enjoyed the streams and my analysis of it. If you love the series and you hate on this video, hit the dislike, but let me know why. You know, that's all I can ask. Let me know why I'm wrong about all my points, yada, yada, yada. I just appreciate the constructive criticism, not criticism for criticism's sake. So, anyways, but if you want to just say, yeah, you're an asshole for not loving this, it's the greatest series ever, then that's more within your right to do so. Anyways, yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, great 8 out of 10 series. Tokyo Ghoul Re, probably about a 2. So, just off the top of my head, that's how I feel about it right now. Might change later, but I might have a better opinion about it later. I doubt it, but is what it is. So anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. Have a great Merry Christmas, Friday night, yada, yada, yada. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all back here next time. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye-bye.